As long as you got these niggas saying capitalism, socialism bad, communism bad, they will do whatever it fucking takes to bomb anybody's campaign that says otherwise.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 40 of The Jaam. It's JJ, AV, Allen, and Matt, and we are here at a round number. How are we doing?
The way it always is.
4 times 10. The way it always is.
4 times 10, that 40.
2 times 20.
They got AB's on a roadman type vibe.
How you feeling? 10, you get me.
You get me.
Feeling like Drake.
Get the feel.
You know what Central C said? They invented the fucking Nike tech.
We gonna talk all
Feeling like the mandem.
Feeling like the mandem. Roadman.
Today we got a jam-packed episode for y'all, and I know y'all gonna enjoy it. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Firstly, we're gonna be talking about Nike tags.
Nike
Quarter zip.
Quarter Egyptian.
We gotta have that conversation.
We gotta have the conversation. As unserious and serious as it is.
We should infiltrate that quarter zip convention that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to.
I'm gonna get like a whole big sign and just put COO.
We gotta get into it. We're gonna talk about all the stuff around that, but after that, we're gonna be talking about Shedeur. We're gonna talk about the Bears. Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about NFL, all types of stuff. There's been some good news coming out of there. Yes, we're gonna talk about Sabrina Carpenter,
America's favorite white girl.
her deciding to buck the traditions.
We kicked out Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, yeah.
A new white girl.
Had to get a new one.
Had to get a new white girl.
Had to go.
Don't talk about jeans and shit.
Yeah, but after that, we're gonna get into the doom, which is gonna be talking about American imperialism. Oh my gosh.
What that mean?
What does that mean? What does that entail? A lot. Good goodness.
Detail.
But outside of that, you know, as always, I hope you guys go on to enjoy this episode. Where can they find us, Alan?
Bro, Alan,
we tell them every week.
First off, before y'all even know where to
bro.
find us, I'm gonna let y'all know it. Thanksgiving passed, right?
True.
The time for blessings has come. It's Christmas. It's Jesus' day coming. So what Jesus told me to tell y'all niggas, share this video.
Yeah, of course.
Don't
Where
share
can they share?
But where can y'all share it? Y'all can share it Prime, Acast, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, Patreon.
Patreon.com/thejaampodcast.
You know what I mean? We got some good Patreon content coming
Other
too.
stuff. Yeah, we got. Oh my gosh, it's. I'm very excited to get into this episode, and I'm very excited to get into all the content we have coming. But we have to do the thing first. The first thing is make sure you follow us on our individual platforms.
True.
JUMJ.
What you on, Matt?
Socialism.com.
AB, the artist.
Yes, sir. And the second thing is you got to peep what we got on.
What do you have on?
Oh my God.
What's
Oh
on the
my
feed?
goodness.
What's on it?
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna take
Let's
it.
go enjoy Jam format.
Jam
You know,
format.
at the start of the day with the LaFurs or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah,
Tyler, the creator, just collabed with Converse and made these boots. We walked in the store the other day and we seen them. We was like, oh, let's get them.
Tyler sponsor us. We got 200K guys.
You know what's hilarious though? They just announced today that he's dropping his last season of LaFleur. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I gotta
really?
get
Yeah.
I gotta get
Definitely,
That is the
I will
last
say
one.
I do rock with how comfortable they've been so far. So
Yeah.
That's
positive
hard.
review so far.
Alright.
And you know you had to pair it with the baggy jeans and everything. The controversial jacket of the century right now. Gosh, I'm typing into my YN roots, I guess, according to y'all. And then we got the jewelry.
Got the chain.
Shout out to they got the Girl Love R&B. What's their
What's
their
their
name?
stuff again? I think it's
It's
ain't that
something
wait,
collective.
Something
Train of
State
Thought
of-
Collective.
yeah, Train of Thought Collective.
Shout out y'all. W. Then you got the
Ooh,
hat.
new hat.
mini Arctic.
New hat.
Arcrex
on him, man.
She had to get
the-
warm and everything. It's winter time in Chicago, so
Yes,
rip
sir.
me.
Jam format, are we doing
one of
this?
the A's?
Yeah, one of the A's.
All right, boy, got the mom in here,
Those are
60s on
Those
the feet.
are tough.
You feel
I'm
me?
He sent the
Mama, yeah,
picture in the group chat. I didn't even know they had on Mom in
Nike
Sixes
on the
yet.
back
That's
and the
like
brown, you feel me? Got the wax laces, laces.
They are wax laces.
Got the Nike socks on, know what I'm saying? Got the
man.
regular gray sweatpants.
You know what I mean?
With the zipper on the side, you can flare them bitches. Hold on.
They stole that from Soho.
I'm about to
stole
say
the
definitely
swag.
stole from Soho. So it
Yeah,
is.
stole the swag, you know what I'm saying? Got the Carhartt crew neck on.
You know what I
mean?
Little chain, little
Little
black key
chain.
underneath.
Yes,
With
sir.
the Roadman hoodie on. You feel me?
Yes, sir. It's
Whipping
finna
it
get
up
real
in the
big.
Man's not hard.
I'm whipping it up in the German. And I'm whipping it up in the bourbon. Ain't that, what's his name? I don't even know.
Nigga, you gonna
SD Kid.
you gonna piss off a whole country.
Aliman.
Shipping it up in the German. Last time we thought about Fake Mink, apparently he said something about us.
Yeah,
he did.
I don't know if I never saw the clip though. So
I ain't
it could
never
be
saw
cool.
it.
Ah, shit.
I ain't-
Shout out, bro.
Shout out them.
Shout out to
Alan, yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Preem.
Yes, sir.
Matt.
Yes.
Jeans. on the leg.
Jeans on.
Little wax on. Little wax
Nike Tech that y'all fuck niggas can't style.
Nike Tech.
Vivian on the neck.
Yeah.
Because y'all ain't never worn no pearl necklace with a Nike Tech.
No,
You've
sir.
never
No,
done
sir.
Got the little earrings.
Got the
and
earrings
that's the
on.
little fit.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
my
How you
boy,
feeling?
man?
Last
You know, I'm
was
feeling
slightly
good,
not late.
How you
man.
feeling?
Feeling
I couldn't
comfortable.
look. Oh, I'm dumb comfortable. Look, I couldn't bring out the full tech because I'm like, bro, why would I spend $300 on a Nike Tech during Black Friday when I could spend $300 on 3U Matter Tech from a black-owned business?
So all I'm saying is sponsorship of hell.
200K of dope.
Shout out my man's Demetrius Harmon, man. And
Yes,
you Matter.
sir.
I got
All
the,
right, man.
got
Also
the
known
P6.
as Meet You on Mars.
Yeah,
Y'all
also known as
probably
Meet You
recognize
on
him
Mars.
if you was on
Bruh.
Vine, Instagram back in the
sir.
day.
Yo,
Yo,
why
grew
did-
up on that nigga video.
Yo, why this nigga Matt dressed like he finna drop like 40 points?
I got one of them.
Yeah.
I got the P6000s on.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? Chrome.
Why is everything wrong?
I got the U Matter on.
Yes, sir.
Got the U Matter look, you know what I mean? Got the black tee on.
Yes, sir.
Silver surfer.
With
You know, I was
the
gonna go
wrist.
gold, but I ain't. I had to match the wrist.
You had
You
to.
gotta match the
You know what I
Silver
mean?
work
Had to,
better.
had to wrap this shit there. Arterex hat on. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
One of them. I just spent $200 on hats. Don't do the dumb shit I do, children.
But they're
Nah, low key, I might do that shit.
It is. I'm not gonna lie, it is very useful having a selection of hats. I was
Yes.
literally the day we went and bought these hats, I was rocking this rent. I couldn't tell you. Me and Matt just went and bought. Well, I can't speak for you, but I know it was like the first official jacket I bought myself.
Oh,
like
nah,
the other
nah.
day. Yeah,
Me too, yeah.
Because niggas didn't have like really nice winter jackets, right? So not only did that happen, it was the first time I actually like went out and bought like a hat in maybe a year. And I had 3 hats. One of them came from college. Another one was a random gray one. I don't even know where it came from.
Nigga just
So I
put
was
on gray and shit.
I was rocking it when we went to buy these hats, and I was like, okay, I got to get me like a hat that keep me warm.
Yeah,
It's
these are
definitely-
warm.
You need it. It got real cold real fast outside.
Yeah. Especially Chicago.
Yes, sir.
ones.
But let's get into
Meat potatoes.
the meat and potatoes of
potatoes
this episode. I'm very excited. So let's first begin with, checking in with the Jaam fam, what we've been on for the last week.
Ellen.
We had Thanksgiving, we had the blackout, or as I call it, Indigenous Peoples Day Part 2.
On G. Yeah. Indigenous Peoples Day Part 2. Fuck that nigga Christopher.
So,
my god, I discovered it.
They was like, what they say about him, they was like, we should throw all his statues in the water and let that dizzy ass nigga discover Atlantis. I was like, shit. They was just a random post. They was like, let that
valid.
dizzy-
Let them write about it afterwards.
Oh,
Thanksgiving did pass. I got to see a wide range of reactions. I think the only acceptable reaction for people, I guess niggas celebrating would be, stopping by a family, get that plate of food. All the other sit downs and the shit we tell ourselves about that holiday was unfortunately constructed to serve children a kindergarten story as opposed to like what actually happened.
Real.
Right.
So I think it's important to remember that. But besides that, we all
Shout out
did.
Sacagawea.
Shout out.
Lewis and Clark wouldn't have been able to do the shit they was doing.
Actually, real shit. Hey, open your history about Native
Oh,
Americans
Jesus,
and
real.
what,
Do
and
the-
what
do
the
the
American
knowledge
government
on the
did.
Native
All them
Americans.
treaties that they violated and shit, the American government did. But our part of Thanksgiving was the food part. And also, I want us to all kind of go over like slightly what we did. But we had probably, I think, our very first time having a holiday dinner or of any sort at our house take place because we're still
That's fire.
Yeah, and
That's fire.
it was something. The whole house smelled amazing because Alan and his girl was cooking the entire day, and it was a vibe. It was definitely a vibe.
hard.
How did y'all enjoy your
From 2 to 11 p.m. Straight cooking. Straight cooking.
Definitely.
And this
What
was
y'all
the
make?
first time This was the first time I cooked for Thanksgiving, let alone like in the kitchen in my own house cook. Like I think I've only like cooked once in that house. We had mac and cheese I made, mashed potatoes, which was the craziest mashed potatoes.
We have to talk.
We
Big.
Perfect time.
Hall of Fame mashed potatoes.
No, Hall of Fame mashed potatoes.
We had some ham,
Yeah,
some
fair.
lumpia. And if y'all don't know what lumpia is, it's basically like an egg roll, but it's a Filipino egg roll. So
Shout out to Lumpias.
It was a
and rice. It was
I'm about to
garlic
say
rice.
it was a combination of all types of palate. You had the mac, you had his mama made some mac and cheese too that he just got for to eat that when we leave here. We also had the Caribbean food going and everything because I got stopped by my mom, grabbed some food. We had like a whole different array of like cultures.
The only person I was gonna say the only place we didn't go
exactly
I
because
should've
y'all
stopped
cooked too,
over
and I was
there.
like,
So my girl, she woke up at like, I want to say 9 or 8 and just immediately started cooking. She did the motherfucking greens. When I tell you, bro,
one of them
them
ones.
damn, bro. The greens she made, nigga. Well, I don't even want.
I can't get
I should have came by and got some leftovers.
gee, I
Did she
should-
make a lot of food?
Yeah, she made greens. She made the mac and cheese. She made pot roast. She also made
my God.
this pumpkin and it was pumpkin and chocolate chip bread.
What?
Nigga, bro. Nigga, that
of them
shit was,
ones.
that
That
shit was
sounds
hard as
amazing.
fuck. Bro,
Should've
that
went
was
to your
crazy.
Fuck all that cooking.
And then I think she made like stuffing. I don't really eat stuffing.
Yeah.
That's for
Bang out.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, I hope y'all all
boy
enjoyed.
JJ.
What happened?
You came in the house with that big ass pan.
Oh, JJ Moms. JJ Moms.
my
I ain't
God.
gonna lie, bro. Walked in that house, bro, with the jerk chicken.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
One of them ones. bro.
Mama made. She had to come through. She came through with the baked jerk chicken, with the collard greens, the rice. It was
One
my
of them
gosh.
ones.
Walked in the crib with the curry goat as
Oh
well.
yeah, curry goat.
Nigga, I was like, yeah, mom got to open a restaurant.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time.
You hear this, mom?
Yeah.
I think that was the first time Thanksgiving I ever like. I finished my food, but like I did my granny plate so disgusting that it shouldn't be like. I wasn't even talking about it for real because of how disgusting I did that. They might have to throw the plate away after I was done.
He came because we met at my mom's house afterwards to get food. He didn't grab no leftovers. I was like, did you already eat? He's like, yeah.
I was like, bro, I was so
Killed that
goddamn
shit.
full, bro.
I looked on the story. I see this nigga man holding the plate. I'm like, oh, that's that time.
My auntie looked me dead in the eye. She was like, "You gonna eat all that?" I'm like,
Am I going? Is that even? That's like disrespectful.
"That's disrespectful. I'm a grown man. That's disrespectful. I will eat my hand off."
but hopefully y'all also enjoyed the meals and hopefully y'all also shopped black owned and local
Yeah.
when you can. I know we all made a conscious effort to not no Amazon got purchased.
Yeah,
Nope.
I had to carry Ace to the P pad, bro. He ain't had no booties, so I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna order him some booties." I was like, "We in a blackout," so I carried the.
You actually carried?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's determination.
Carried
Why
the little
them couple of days it was so good that like the Thanksgiving meals overlapped because I didn't really like order nothing or eat out that much. 'Cause I'm like, trying to keep it in the thing. So niggas survived. Hopefully y'all was able to do what you can too, even though I saw preliminary reports saying, oh, it didn't work because that
They're
Black
owned by
Millionaires
the
page.
same niggas. So.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, black millionaires, they might be compromised.
Yeah.
Just because I'm seeing posts on that shit and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
you starting to look like wealth, nigga.
Yeah.
Let's calm down. Let's backtrack.
Usually you
Black
get that.
millionaires.
Probably
Ooh,
by
I
the
just
same
want to
niggas.
smack niggas. I want to smack niggas.
Probably owned by the same niggas. Pretty.
Yeah, but so it was nice getting to spend that. Hopefully y'all also had a good time with your families and everything. Outside of that, let's move on to some more local news that was happening.
Oh, wait, real quick. We should mention, though, for the people that did send their Thanksgiving food.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
people
By the
that
time this
submitted-
is out, then the
Yeah.
other one will probably be out too.
Yeah.
For the people that submitted their Thanksgiving plates for the Patreon episode.
It's the Patreon.
Patreon.
They should be out by now. If y'all,
Right.
by the time this is out, right?
Yep.
Hopefully,
way
yes,
before.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
It's
so.
like niggas really eating bullshit for Thanksgiving. This nigga really woke up and had a gluten-free turkey for real. Like,
I haven't seen it.
We ain't even seen
I
it
ain't-
yet.
We
no,
gonna
I'm
get
just
get
saying,
into
like,
it.
it's gonna be one of them.
Man,
That's
this
gonna be.
bullshit.
That's
I can't wait to see
exclusively on Patreon as well. So
Yes.
if you guys want to watch it, go to the Patreon.
Of
You know
course,
what I mean?
that is something that I cannot wait to see what y'all was chowing down on. But in other news, so as it got cold outside, and Thanksgiving / holiday season been hitting in Chicago, we experienced two things. The first thing was the snow, and the second thing was the budget bullshit, which we
Yeah.
talked about.
Real.
The first thing being the snow. Yeah, it just got
Gang.
It's like the cold make their heart cold. And,
Yeah.
You know
When
what I mean?
when I
They start trying to take niggas' food and shit.
the Grinch, the heart
Yeah,
shrank 3 sizes or
exactly.
something. But yeah, it got really cold over the last few days, and niggas been snowed in, and everything is supposed to keep.
It's the
snowing.
most snow I've seen in years.
It was snowing
Yeah,
on the
it's
way
like-
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like-
usually it wasn't hitting, like at least last year it didn't hit like snow at all.
Last
in
year was
January.
bitter cold.
Yeah.
We was
Straight
walking.
cold.
We was walking outside and it was just snowing the hell out. My whole hair was covered in snow.
Oh,
Damn.
I was like, bro, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but we walked around the city a couple times. It still be hella people. You know how Chicago be. Yeah. Everybody
Put a
got
coat
the
on.
heat,
Put
so,
some
yeah.
gloves on.
Boy,
Yeah.
Hella
wind
Canadian
chill.
gooses and shit.
Yeah.
Wind chill hitting at 1 degree. Oh my gosh. But what also was interesting about everything was I remember we just filmed our other episode where we had talked about some of the stuff that's been happening in Chicago, politics wise. I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible, but it was just funny what happened. So we talked about like the budget, right, that Brandon Johnson was talking about, and we posted
That
a clip.
motherfucker blew up.
We
Yeah,
posted
that clip
one
went
clip,
crazy.
mind you.
Crazy.
We haven't even posted the rest of the clips because
Nope.
there's so many. I'm gonna cut up some other stuff. We were going over like the budget stuff, talking about why we hope that they pass the stuff or whatever, and the taxing the wealthy corporations. And it got reactions. Immediately, it blew
a
up.
month.
People, the vast majority of the reaction was like, "Oh, thank you guys for this policy breakdown. I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for y'all, which appreciate y'all for the love."
Yeah.
The other reaction it got was from some people in the city, and I was like, "Okay, cool. Want to hear what people say about it?"
Yeah,
So-
let's hear.
Let's hear.
I
it,
want
man.
to see this shit.
Let's hear.
hear
it.
it.
This is live
So-
reaction from. Did y'all see it?
No, so I haven't told them.
Oh,
so
shit.
y'all are joining them for the first
Nigga, we the
reaction to
audience
this.
right now.
We the audience.
So what ended up happening, right? We post the clip and I start seeing comments that are being made, right? And last night, I kid you not, I see a comment that was left by a character by the name of, and I believe we have the
here it is.
picture, yeah. I think his name is Jamal Green. So I'm gonna just start with the comment and then we're gonna unpack it. So it says, "This video is so sad, watching how the city is paying these intelligent young men to talk about things they don't know. Brandon comes on their show, then they push his budget. Unfortunate because this is going to hurt them the most."
Let's start off with one thing. Let's start off with one thing.
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is getting paid? I know I'm
Nigga,
not.
I'd have a Urus if niggas
I would have
was
freshened my bank account a couple days.
What? Oh,
Okay.
Hey,
V8 swap my Mustang tonight if I was getting paid by
if I
this
show
nigga.
talking
up
about?
with a Porsche next week on Jesus, I'm getting
Then I'm
So,
getting
then
paid.
y'all
yeah.
can say it.
So
Who's this nigga?
okay. So again,
what?
right.
Y'all see his profile
My
picture?
intention
Hebrew Israelite.
is never to be. No, so I'm gonna get into the background of who bro is.
Yeah, please.
My intention is never to be a dickhead to niggas when I am trying to advocate from a political standpoint, especially if you black man.
Yeah, black man.
from the
Black
city,
man.
right?
Yeah,
He from the city?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that make it worse.
Because I'm like, oh, he's comments about Chicago politics. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get one thing straight here. If you come in the comments and you make the accusation
You
that
gotta-
niggas are getting paid
you
to
gotta
say
back the
some
shit up,
shit,
gang.
Stand on
not only do you got to stand on it now I'm about to talk candidly about you.
Now I'm about to
Yeah.
fry you.
Now, this is not dedicated to the work that you've done before or all the other stuff. I don't know you like that.
Just like
but
you
one
ain't
thing
know
I'm
us
not
like
about
that.
to do, just like you didn't know it's like that when you made that claim.
Yeah.
So it pushed me to start figuring out who bro is. So I'm like, all right, cool. Who's bro? So I end up finding out that pretty much throughout this whole budget negotiation, what's happened is there's been moderates in the government, in the city council, that have been trying to find a way to wiggle out of taxing the wealthy, right?
As usual.
So in my discovery, I remember an alderman, I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but an alderman actually commented under our video, and he said the same line that I ended up finding out that Jamal was talking about, where he's like, basically Brandon Johnson is borrowing money. So there's pensions that you got to pay for like firefighters, for police officers, for teachers, people in the Chicago public school system, basically for when they retire. Make sure they're not poor and everything.
They got bread.
So there's pensions, and there was a pension that needs to be paid for Chicago public school like teachers, right? So what the Johnson administration did is they had the Chicago public schools take out a loan. I think it's a 3-year loan for like $170-something million to pay off their pensions, right? And then what Johnson and everything is going to do is give them some of that money back through like the TIF thing we were talking about. They're going to send $500 million to the Chicago public schools to pretty much help them pay that off.
That would renovate a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. So to pretty much give a further explanation of it, right? Because I'm looking at because basically their perspective is, oh, if you borrow that money, what that's going to do is that's going to have us paying interest on that loan. And then that interest is just going to be paid forever and ever. And it's going to push on the problem to the younger generations, right? Which is why he tried to say, oh, they're pushing the budget, but it's going to hurt them the most. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, I'm like, all right, let me do my due diligence, find out what I'm talking about. And let me look up the shit. So then I ended up looking up why they decided to choose that route. And shocker, this is not something that just developed out of thin air. The Brandon Johnson and the teachers unions and all type of shit were in negotiations long prior to this. It says
he used to be a teacher. That makes sense.
Of course, yeah. It says, here, let me pull up, because I pulled up a few articles from the Chicago Sun-Times, from all types of stuff. Basically just give us an idea of what's going on. So pretty much what happens is the mayor's office, and this is from WBEZ Chicago. I'm going to leave the links to all this or whatever. It says the mayor's office first floated the idea of borrowing this summer, spurring a firestorm of criticism. The mayor's office agrees that borrowing the money from like the banks is not ideal, but rather, in their opinion, necessary to meet obligations. City officials have said they don't want CPS to have to cut staff and are looking to hold out hope that the state will agree to pay more of CPS's pension contribution, which ended up happening. In this bill, pretty much, they're going to borrow the money. They're going to pay their pensions and everything. And then because Mayor Brandon Johnson is surplusing the TIF service, which basically means that when there's an area that's underdeveloped, they can, like I said before in the last episode, they can freeze the fucking property taxes that are being collected from that building or from that development and take it to have like some other person come in and rebuild it. And then once it's rebuilt and once it starts developing money, then what's supposed to happen is the city's supposed to say the TIF is over. Now we're supposed to start collecting those property taxes on the new shit that was just built there. That's bringing all the money there. Usually that doesn't happen. They just let the service continue. It's supposed to freeze it for 23 years or something like that. And usually they just keep renewing it. So that means we never get that property tax money from these new developments that are being built.
Mind you, big thing that he was talking to me about yesterday is like, let's take, for example, okay, well, that makes kind of a lot of sense, like depending on where they're building. One of the TIF zones is Michigan Avenue.
Yeah. So the problem
is with the Burberry and the water tower.
Wow.
And
so the problem
what you mean you not taking property taxes from these niggas?
So the problem is
what the hell they got
supposed to, so the problem is it's supposed to take the money and rebuild like downtrodden areas. But what ends up happening is they just build like nice shit on the areas where people are gonna go see the nice shit, which is usually downtown for tourists, and then that money never gets circulated to the areas which actually need the help.
It's just some nigga in the St. Regis banking that bitch every day.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
Bro.
So
damn, let's put this towards Burberry. Make Burberry look Burberry.
So the mayor can pretty much like at the best of his office declare how much money is actually in those properties that we could be using. And because Trump and them are trying to cut money from Chicago public schools, trying to threaten all types of shit, he was like, okay, well, we can just take that money that's already sitting there, that everyone's already paid for, and use it to rebuild Chicago public schools to finance that stuff, which would also cover would give them back some of that money for the loan that they're about to take out. So I'm like, the argument that this is just pushing this off to younger generations isn't really holding up with me, because I'm like, if the loan amount is 3 years long and you already have 500 mil getting kicked back to the school.
If anything, is going to help them much more.
That's going to help them much more. And on top of that, the money we're going to be getting through the taxes on the wealthy.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that we have more years to find out other avenues to fully pay off whatever loan.
This is the thing. I'm tired of this whole notion that it's going to get passed on to the younger generation. Why do we keep acting as if we give a fuck about the younger generation?
You don't give a fuck.
Y'all niggas don't care. I've been
is
hearing
like
niggas say since I was a child, oh, you know, global warming getting passed on to the younger generation and shootings, and y'all don't give a fuck about the younger generation, or she would have done some shit.
I mean, that's
But let's do something though. Like they would rather do absolutely fuck all nothing and raise property taxes. Just that's the only way.
Yeah.
Or, well, no, they would rather do that other than actually just taking the money that's already fucking there and having it go for 3 years. And then, okay, if this is something that doesn't work after 3 years, then we can reevaluate, then we can replan, then we can XYZ. No, you niggas are bullshitting. You're bullshitting. You know, at the end of the 3 years, the interest is not going to be enough to make it not worth it, even if 500 million goes back into CPS.
And I'm pretty sure the interest rate that they were looking at was around like 4.6%, which was something which is something that was lower than other like school systems usually get, despite like Chicago's credit rating and everything, because there's also the assumption that the Chicago government's not going to let Chicago public schools fail. So if you're taking out a loan to pay back anything from CPS, it's a service that we need and we use. So it's going to continue to have money going through it. We just need to fully fund the pensions and everything.
It goes like where people like, you say you care about the kids, but I swear every time something happens on the news, we're dehumanizing those said kids that y'all claim y'all care about.
Yeah.
It's going to affect the younger generation the most.
So pretty much
people like you. This nigga trying to make niggas sad and shit.
No, I'm about to say, and this gets worse, right? This gets like so much worse. So pretty much what ended up happening, right? And because I'm hearing the line that he said, another alderman's talking about, is the more moderates talking about how like, oh, they don't want him to pay this debt or whatever. This article in Chicago Sun-Times points out the board members on the Chicago Public School Board aligned with Johnson. They warned others that it was risky to count on the money from the special taxing districts, the TIFs or whatever, because they're like, okay, if we pay this pension thing, because usually the city would just pay the pension, but the Chicago Public Schools, like Brandon Johnson asked them to help this time because there's so much other shit going on. So usually what would happen is that the city would just pay it. Chicago Public Schools need to come up with the money to pay it, but all their shit is still underfunded because we don't even do progressive taxes in this state. We rely mainly on property taxes, which is not based on how much money you make. It's based on how much money is in the neighborhood.
You know, our governor's a billionaire and shit.
And we have a flat income tax in the state. So that's the reason why so many of our
1 in 22 people are millionaires.
Still struggling to fund
1 in 5 are starving.
Originally, the Chicago Public School was hesitant to pay the pension because they didn't get the guarantee of the TIF funding. But then after a vote, they acquiesced and was like, all right, we're going to pay the pension if you give us the TIF funding like you said you're going to do. And just so happens that he ended up securing that too. So this is a deal that was already in place. All this rah-rah about, oh, we're going to be saddling debt seems just like a talking point. Then I'm asking like, okay, what's the alternative? What has been proposed from like anyone else who doesn't want to do the head tax? Nothing up until like just now. And then another article in the Chicago Sun-Times by Fran Spielman, the alternative to Mayor Johnson's budget could entail higher trash collection fee, and a new package delivery fee. When that alderman commented, I went in his videos and I was looking at like his budgeting videos because he talks about the budget situation. And he doesn't want to say we're going to up property taxes. He doesn't want to say we're going to do XYZ, but he doesn't want to do the corporate head tax. So he starts talking. I'm like, what's his idea going to be? He's like, we could increase the trash collection fee or whatever. And I was like, oh, wait. So
yes, consumer, pay more for garbage
to pick up your garbage. So they said,
stupid niggas.
The plan that they hope to unveil later this week would likely hold the line on the property taxes, not increasing them, but increase the $9.50 a month garbage collection fee that has been frozen since 2015 to roughly $20 a month
to Netflix,
while exempting senior citizens. So And it says, even at $20 per month, Chicago's fee would still recoup just 55% of the city's actual refuse collection costs and pale by comparison to the rate imposed by other cities and surrounding suburbs.
What's hilarious about it as well is this, right? If that is something that happens, let's say that goes into effect. Do you think and we were just talking about Chicago politics. I love all my people in Chicago, but so many fucking people in Chicago are so goddamn stupid when it comes to politics. Do you think that if the shit rolls up to 20, you think people would be like, damn, we should have went with Brandon Johnson's head tax instead in the corporations. Now we're fronting the bill and shit like that. You think people would say that, or you think they'd be like, this nigga Brandon Johnson, bro, like, damn, we gotta get this nigga out of here.
Exactly.
And that's exactly how they're gonna frame it, so they don't tax the fucking
same
rich.
people who are
niggas think niggas is dumb.
These same people, like Jamal Green and like the moderate wings of the party, were trying to say that, like, oh, well, you can't borrow the money for the schools, but the alternative was dipping into Chicago's reserve funds, something that also would damage our fucking credit rating.
Something that also would damage the younger generation.
If he would have done that, then what are these same niggas that come out and say, oh my God, we need to really worry about how we spend the money. You have to dip in the reserve.
Extra for garbage, bro.
That's all gonna come back to him at the end of the day, right?
It's literally gonna come right back to him, and it's fucking.
I was gonna say, then the final thing that really tripped me to fuck off about all this shit, because I'm like, okay, it seems as though Brandon Johnson and his administration have put forward a good faith attempt to try to organize a budget that makes it so that normal people are not paying more money, and the garbage fee don't gotta go up, all types of other shit, where we could just get this money that's been sitting there, most likely in downtown. Then Jamal Green comments that, and I'm like, who's Jamal Green? Jamal Green is a community organizer in Chicago. He's been tied to black leaders. He used to be a 911 dispatcher. Oh, but what happened was he ran for mayor in 2023.
Oh, you salty ass nigga.
He ran for mayor in 2023. He briefly ran for mayor in 2019 before dropping out of the race and endorsing Lori Lightfoot.
Fuck off.
Some progress.
Shout out Lori.
Green received about 2% of the citywide's vote February 28th in the general election. This is an article in The Tribe in the days after he announced that he was weighing in to endorse in the race. He says, over the weekend, I hosted both mayoral candidates, which at this point was Brandon Johnson and Paul Vallis, who's a white dude who's the moderate. He's a representation of the moderate wing of the party. Yeah. He got endorsed by the police department. Yeah. He supported privatizing schools, charter schools, all types.
Privatizing schools in Chicago, gang.
He says over the weekend, this is back in March of 2023 when this election is going on. He says, over the weekend, I hosted both mayoral candidates at my home talking about the visions for Chicago's future. I've known both candidates for 6+ years, and I appreciate them for maintaining our friendship. It's a tough decision, but I'm preparing to make one soon. This decision is based on logic and tangibles. It's not about emotion, noise, or the loudest tweets. It's about our city, the most vulnerable communities, our youth, and our future. Over the last 4 years, it's been rough. We need the next 4 to work for all of us. I'll let you know soon. He says, I must be careful and listen to both candidates and not just support someone because of emotions or symbolism. Then on March 15th, Green announced that he would be backing Vallis in the runoff. In a since-deleted tweet, Green wrote, today I'm proud to endorse Vallis because I don't believe in political spin. I believe in results.
Ooh.
1,000 lashes.
If you
during an Instagram Live event on March 15th, Green said, no one owns me. Paul Vallis ain't got enough money to give me. A job ain't enough money to give me in there for me. I got my own everything, and I do what I want. Illinois State Board of Elections filings revealed that Peace in Paradise, an LLC with ties to Green, received $28,460 from Vallis's campaign services on March 14th, the day before his endorsement.
Damn, talk about getting paid, nigga.
Talk about getting paid.
You talk about getting paid.
Wait, hold on.
28 bands.
28 bands the day before.
The nigga had the audacity to come in the comments. Damn, bro, y'all just had Brandon Johnson on there, man. He paying y'all to say all this extra shit.
And this nigga was taking bread.
Only for you to take bread from a nigga that you said that wasn't paying.
This was first reported by Watchdog community news site The People's Fabric. People's Paradise LLC's current filings list Rosanna Jordan as its manager. Reached by phone, Green declined to comment on this story. Why in God's green earth would you ever come in a nigga comment section alleging that they're paid to believe a thing? And according to reports that you niggas didn't respond to, you were paid to support a white nigga against Brandon Johnson and he lost. None of the black precincts that they said that they had ties to voted for that nigga Vallis. In fact, they voted overwhelmingly in favor of Johnson.
Oh, Jamal.
That's you
Jamal.
crazy, nigga.
Damn. Give us a band.
Every fucking accusation is a snitch, ain't it?
Jamal, maybe we
Jesus.
wouldn't have did your ass like this. You would have gave niggas 4 racks.
I would have came out and went stumping for him during 23 if I would have got some
And you
racks.
know, like, now,
Damn,
now
bro.
your day ruined. Nigga. Now your day ruined.
Now you getting the clip.
Exactly. I didn't give a
1,000 lash.
I was gonna
That's
say
crazy, bro.
I ain't really give a fuck like that because I acknowledge that you definitely I believe he was a Black Lives Matter activist and everything.
What
like
that
you
mean?
again. That's my
Black
thing.
Lives
That's
Matter.
like, that's like Diet Apex.
Taking
right?
30 bands, taking 30 bands from Paul and them. Stop it, gang.
I'm about to say don't chat to me about getting paid to support XYZ when this is literally out.
It's public.
It's public
You
information.
niggas don't got no shame.
You have no shame.
That's crazy.
These niggas be real life projecting. Like,
Oh,
let
dude.
that
Yeah.
guilt sit with you. Like, you don't even gotta come like to this pod.
If you
and
cared about the
say
kids,
that.
gang. Oh yeah. Also, you talking about results? The nigga Brandon Johnson has had crazy ass results.
Yeah,
that you
crime
didn't
has been
mention,
down.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Crime been down,
Let's talk
Jamal.
about
Ain't that better
CTA
for the
bill that
children?
just fucking passed.
Ain't that better for the children? Crime being down.
Jamal,
and-
you lost.
Jamal.
Yeah.
You
You lost, bro.
Damn.
know what I mean?
That's a little crazy. I'm about to say. That's a little crazy
Smack
to
that
me.
nigga head.
Because I'm like, yeah, if we're really talking about like what needs to happen to fully solve the problems that, and even go further than Brandon Johnson is, okay, well, JB Pritzker needs to pass that progressive fucking
Definitely
income
not
tax.
Paul, no.
We need to fucking probably pass like some sort of millionaires tax. Yeah, there's ways to run government efficiently, but we need to do that over a course of multiple years that guarantees that niggas won't get fired haphazardly if you actually want to make the shit work.
Right.
You niggas talking about niggas accepting bread to support something.
Is it crazy to be like, and I want to ask all the Chicagoans that believe in some shit that Paul and them said or that Jamal and them said. Is it
Paul and them,
crazy?
Jamal and them.
Is it crazy to be like, yo, bro, if you make over $5 million a year or some shit, you should be taxed at a higher rate?
It's not.
How
crazy.
is that?
not
How is
crazy.
that crazy?
Because
That's not
it's-
crazy.
It's not crazy at all because you're going to make that money back
Nigga.
again because you're rich.
What?
And also,
You know what it is? It's a lot
A
of
nigga-
niggas. It's a lot of niggas that don't support it. I feel like they have that fantasy of, damn, I'm gonna be rich one day, so why would
Yes.
I support
Yeah.
this?
And it's not
And then
gonna
when
happen.
I get rich,
gang.
I'm gonna get.
talking about?
It's not happening.
and also,
Ain't no
it's,
alternative.
Even
not
if
happening.
you know what's funny though, it could happen because you know what another thing about, and we want to talk about money, especially even like with the shit that nigga Odell said the other day about the
Oh my
100
fucking
million.
God.
What Odell? Nigga,
Tripping.
he was basically just saying like,
I
with
can't
100
live off
million,
100
It's hard to
mil,
live off
man.
100 million.
oh yeah,
Nigga, you got to think about this. Maybe you probably not gonna get 5 million a year rich, gang. But even if you get 400K a year rich, that is amazing money in the city of Chicago. First of all, you're
Yeah.
fucking, you're even smaller than 1% of Chicago,
Yeah.
making 400,000 a year. You're not gonna get hit with the millionaires tax.
I'm about to say,
and you straight.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna add
Think
on
about
to
that.
right?
You
Rest
just,
of your life,
you
man.
just need an extra 4 million.
You know what
Exactly.
that says,
Fuck
bro? When
off.
you get past a certain threshold of money,
greed.
it goes past necessity.
greed.
Yeah.
At that point, it goes to wants.
Yeah.
Your wants go past
Yes.
other people.
You greedy,
and
my
that's my
nigga.
thing. Is that my
Greedy
thing?
as
Is that
fuck.
like if you a nigga and you make 400K, you probably gonna spend your money and have your money and everything, and you probably still gonna complain about the taxes. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about 3% of companies in this
Gang,
Yup.
we talking about niggas
You
making
can make
over 100
400K
million.
and you're not Google. You're
What?
not McDonald's has gotten $8 billion in tax subsidies every fucking year.
Yup.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
What are we talking
I'm
about?
so torn on what this nigga Odell just said. This nigga Odell said 100 mil not
100
worth
mil,
it.
not.
But you buying
Yeah.
boats and with
Bro, this
you in
the-
hot tubs. with a
And
whole
this the
bunch of
thing,
niggas.
bro. I'm a materialistic ass nigga, bro. I love the clothes. I love the cars. I grew up liking that shit, bro. At the same time, bro, I understand that, bro. If a nigga said, yo, Matt, here's $700K a year for the next X amount of years, I'm cool.
You wouldn't hear
I'm cool, bro.
Because what else do you need?
And again, it's always
Right.
looked at it. The reason why, and we can move on after this, but the reason why I hate the whole conversation about niggas complaining about taxes and shit or whatever is because it's always one-sided. Niggas always complain about the fact that niggas got to pay taxes and not what you get with those taxes.
It's because in America you don't get good shit for your taxes. If we got good shit for your taxes, then there'd be much more of a fucking reason why the working class
you
would
niggas
be
don't want to
lobbying for taxes.
You niggas don't be wanting to pay money, but you want to drive your McLaren without hitting a pothole.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, what?
And then be like, oh,
And then be, no, but real shit though. Then be lobbying the city to build
Fix
St.
these
Regis.
goddamn roads, man.
Bro, to build St. Regis fucking places, shit like places like that around the city. Yes, because in that fucking McLaren, you do want a nice road to fucking drive.
You want a nice area to live around too. That's what you get with
people
that.
to fill in the gap.
Oh, gee,
Every
What
time.
is the logic?
Every fucking
and they
time.
crazy for not wanting a garbage to go from 9 to 20 like it's a fucking subscription.
Then you'll blame
Is it
garbage.
crazy? Is it crazy?
Is it crazy?
You live in the city. We gonna pick up your garbage for you for the free ski, for the light ski.
No, actually,
Damn.
let's
That's
put a
not
Hulu
crazy.
film on your shit. What?
Yeah, let's tax the niggas who
That's
disproportionately
what we're
don't
on.
have money. If you're worried about your garbage collection fee, you're not the nigga we should be looking at for tax increase.
Crazy.
No, man.
You should be looking at the doctors that's fucking.
That got a yacht in the harbor who gonna pay a little bit more for parking their yacht in the harbor.
Yeah.
Because we
Damn,
have-
bro. So for as a nigga, not only to accept bread to endorse against a nigga, allegedly to accept bread to endorse against a nigga who's fighting for black people and the working class, then to only come back and say I must be accepting money for believing that niggas who have billions of dollars who just got their taxes cut could pay a little bit more to make sure that crime goes down further. Like they keep complaining.
Tell me
They
we
keep
good
wanting to
nigga.
give more and more money to the police because all these crimes happening. We got to protect our businesses. But then niggas like, hey, pay a little bit more so we can get mental health so that the crimes can stop happening. You was, no, it's a job killer.
Job killer.
Y'all need
Hey,
to start.
30
Okay,
bands.
so
Y'all need to start
garbage got to go to 30
putting a blind eye
then.
to the wealth in Chicago.
30
Yeah.
bands, gang. No, niggas is rich in
bands.
Chicago.
Come on.
Niggas is
Dumb rich.
And you
Dumb
know
rich.
when you go on the fucking the tip fucking thing on Michigan Avenue, you see all them.
Nigga, you don't even gotta
stores.
know the tips, nigga. Go on Michigan Avenue, close your eyes, right? Walk to Michigan Avenue, open your eyes. You gonna be in Wonderland, my nigga.
Wonderland.
Real shit.
Actually,
You gonna forget about violence.
So we gonna keep tabs on
that
what's
motherfucker,
happening.
yeah.
Call your alderman still, and they got
Alderman,
until I think
call
December 31st to get that through.
Make sure you repost this, Jamal.
Yeah, repost this.
Oh
Jamal.
yeah, clip of doom now.
Clip of doom, dumbass.
But moving on to quickly other
paid for bring
news.
outta here.
We did just see
That was really like a bag word.
yeah, it was really like a bad work. I'm about to say I can highlight the other political news probably at the end because
we
I
can
want to
do that.
get mainly into the meat and potatoes because the main thing that I have an issue with about not only just like the Chicago conversation, the wealthy, like that entire like thing, is that there are so many like areas that these motherfuckers are convinced that we can't get nothing better for this city.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people who, if you saying this, you need to be involved in the actual political world. They were saying they ready to give the reins of power over to the other Johnson in the city of Chicago because Ben Johnson was just won a few games.
Oh,
for the
shout out
Bengals.
Ben Johnson. Transition to hell.
You know,
I was like, nigga, the other Johnson.
The other
Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till the good gets better, and then the better gets better. 1, 2, 3, man.
Hey, shout out Ben
Yes,
Johnson,
sir.
man. I ain't been this happy about Chicago sports, man, in like.
I ain't been this.
Bro,
I haven't heard a
sheesh.
chant that I remember since 2016 when the Cubs had the "We Never Quit" chant. Them niggas was "We Never Quit." What? Them niggas was screaming.
Yeah, I
at
ain't gonna-
you
it's one of
24/7.
them
I've
ones.
been saying since day one, the Bears, they got it this year.
Get the fuck off.
He was not saying that since day one.
saying
He was not.
I've been saying
This
it, bro.
nigga make me
the,
so
the
mad,
work they've
bro.
been putting on, we gotta congratulate it, guys.
I hate this nigga.
So what's So,
Bro, we
speaking
are
of inequalities
9
and
and
the
3.
cities of Chicago,
9
what's
and
going
3.
on with the Bears and Shedeur and all types of other shit in the league?
Football
Bears
shit.
9-3. We face Green Bay this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
7.
And it's gonna get wicked for you,
It
niggas.
needs to get
We
wicked.
need to treat these niggas like they're a pile of tumbleweed in the road. Just kick them to the side.
We need to treat them
and
like
then do
they're
it
an
again
invading
next
force.
Sunday.
Real shit. Yeah, we got them back to back.
We got them back to back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not accepting anything besides 2-0.
Please, bro, if we win,
No.
If we win both,
if we win both games.
That's like national.
Which one? What's this first one is I know, but it's at
it's-
Green Bay, right?
Is it? Believe it's at Green Bay.
I think it's at Green Bay and then it's at Soldier Field.
If it is,
Let me see.
Yeah, check real quick.
Green Bay, if
Either
y'all
way,
lose that game at your home field, that's crazy.
either way, if we beat them, I'd be happy if we get one. If we get one, I'm happy. But if we get both of them games,
If we get both,
and I see a cheat,
Yeah. This one is at
Green Bay,
Green Bay.
yeah, and then the next one's at If we win both of them games, and I see one of you cheeseheads walking around where I reside, straight like that, straight in niggas' head.
This is
I'm
what
straight spitting on niggas and pissing on niggas.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga.
That's a lot of passion.
It don't matter,
You
nigga.
gonna be on your lonely when you do that?
Yeah. With my
not the
ski
point.
mask at, nigga. I left it over there.
I'm not gonna lie, we need reparations.
Bro, I'm tired of
Y'all
niggas.
got away
Bro,
with
you gotta
y'all
think
done
about
got
this.
away with the narrative
Exactly,
for, too long.
for
They
years, bro.
Packers fans.
Everybody was
Packers
putting us out
fans,
this
all
year,
that
too.
shit. Even my mom, bro. My mom talking about all Green Bay gonna win. If we win one game, Mom, I'm coming for you.
Bro, I remember
coming for you.
we went to his crib last year, and I think they were playing, and your mom
She be having
was
a
like,
Green Bay
"The
jersey
Packers-"
on.
Yeah, she be
I'm
having
burning
that
it.
whole Green Bay
nah.
jersey.
If we beat
burn
them one
that
time,
shit.
I'm burning her jersey. I promise.
You have,
She ain't even gonna see the
if
shit
we
coming.
beat them twice,
Appreciate the yams
If we beat
yesterday,
them
Mom.
twice, we need to consider acquiring that team.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Might as well buy them.
Yeah.
So if you're the Bears head coach or play on the Bears, this is what I gotta say, right?
OG, lock in.
What do Bears eat?
Nigga, cheese. Nah.
What do Bears eat? Think about it.
They eat fish. They
Fish.
Eat, yeah.
Where are fish located?
Nigga,
In a bag,
Wisconsin.
nigga.
In a bag.
In the Bears eat fish. Fish are in the bay.
Yeah.
We gonna go to your trap, take over your trap, turn the green around the bay red, and turn that water red as well, Britt.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I'm gonna keep it a billion. If we win, bro, Ben Johnson, you gotta come on the gym, gang.
Yeah. If we win, I'm not gonna lie. Like
Either that or Caleb Williams gotta come on the gym, shuddy.
If we win, then yeah, we need to have like a national reckoning with like Chicago sports. I'm not gonna lie, like it's been a generation.
National
We have a
reckoning.
national
The
reckoning.
day of remembering.
We've been waiting
We'll
for this
remember
time.
the
We
day.
can say that more than one Chicago team has been good at the
Yes.
same time,
Bro.
That
and
is true.
The Bears are surpassing at least my expectations right
Yeah,
now.
the Bulls fell off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, they
Bulls
had
had their chance. We had the Cubs.
Fail.
Don't ask me about
Anyway.
them for next
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Shedeur.
Oh my God. But yeah, in the other news that's outside Chicago, Shedeur.
Brown.
One of them ones.
One of them
One
ones.
of them ones.
Did y'all
bro.
see the game he just played? He I ain't gonna lie, bro. He playing well.
Man is playing well.
I'm
It was
liking
just
what
a
I'm seeing. You got the statistics?
Crazy ass team he played, but they
True,
play
yeah.
well. They play well. So
49ers.
this is going to
beat
be
that ass.
about
Yeah. As after
Shedeur.
he won the other one though.
this is gonna be about Shedeur and his teammate Jury Duty.
Yeah.
Or Jury Duty.
Jury duty. Call that nigga jury duty.
Jury
So-
duty.
Shadeur's first start, right? He went 11 for 20, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack.
First start, mind you.
First start.
1 week of
First
practice,
start.
mind you.
First start.
He is a fifth rounder.
Let's get it understood.
He is a
The
fifth
one-
rounder.
Fifth rounder. We gonna get into that. No, we gonna get into that. Keep going,
It
keep
was
going.
just
Yeah,
merit.
get his stats.
One thing that pissed me off during the first game, right? It was multiple times where the nigga got all the way downfield
Yeah.
by the touchdown zone.
Yeah.
Coach takes him out.
Yeah.
I'm like, the nigga could have had at least like 3-4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I didn't even know they was taking him
Kept
out.
taking him out.
They took him out. They wasn't letting him throw. They had, I forgot what the statistic was. They had like, it was one part of the 49ers game. They said they had like ran the ball like 20 something times instead of throwing it. And I'm like, you have Shedeur Sanders. His mentor is Tom Brady. His father is Deion Sanders. And you not letting the nigga throw the ball.
Niggas at the 15-yard line, you taking him out to rush.
And for those of y'all who think that that's impossible, that there could
The
be
fuck
like
are we
any
doing?
animus underneath it. Like there was.
They didn't do that to Dylan Gabriel. They
Nope.
let that nigga throw that bitch like 50 times.
I'm about to
Nigga
say,
was
not
throwing
only they
ham
not do it to him.
So you saying those stats and y'all take him out mid-game, but y'all niggas 3-9.
I'm about to say
What are you
also.
doing?
Just to
Like,
teach him a lesson.
Damn me up, because I'm so glad you
Yeah.
brought that up. Gang.
what lesson, nigga?
Why are we not just letting your team fucking sucks? Stefanski, bitch ass nigga. Your team fucking sucks. Your team sucks. So let him get his reps in.
Exactly.
Let him learn the team. Let him build a rapport with the coaches. Let him get some confidence.
And just maybe y'all can be 4 now.
Historic,
Like,
literally,
maybe.
4-9. Historic lesson. In sports in
historic
North
lesson.
America, where there was a position that was traditionally reserved for white players, AE quarterback, and in baseball, AE the pitcher. What they would often do, especially in baseball, to non-white pitchers, like niggas like Bob Gibson, if you don't know who that is, that's a Hall of Famer who set like the record for the lowest earned run average a pitcher can have in a season. It was back in like 1968. He was a nigga.
Fucking him up.
In his early
Shout out
career,
Martin.
in his Bob, shout out Martin, 1968.
Shout out Martin.
But I bring him up to say at the beginning of his career he was some bullshit because the racist white managers would pull him abruptly from games so he didn't get a rhythm together because they didn't think he was deserving of being a pitcher.
Crazy.
Because it was a white man's job up
It's crazy.
in literally the 60s. Yeah. Hey guys, when we went live a few weeks ago and said, hey, it could be buck breaking because the nigga is obviously good. His mentor is Tom Brady, his dad's Dion, and he's on a dog shit team. And these niggas didn't even want to let him start till halfway through the season.
Not only that, right? It's one thing if you talking about any other position. You talking about a quarterback. He needs the experience.
Yes.
He needs to know how to do it.
Exactly.
And-
And it would be good if he's in a playoff chase. If he's in a playoff chase, then I hear I'm not even hearing that. Nigga, you don't want to. I want him to play. But if you're in a playoff chase and you chasing the top of the division and you got two people who are manageable at your
Exactly.
quarterback, then
At
I
least I can-
understand not wanting to have the rookie go out
Your
there all the
fifth rounder.
Yeah. But that's not what the Cleveland Browns.
That nigga Dylan Gabriel would pick up the fucking ball and roll it down the damn green.
Yeah.
I saw
That nigga was doing straight squib kicks down the fucking field. I don't know what this
didn't
nigga
make
doing.
a sound. Jerry Judy, nigga. Not at all. This
I ain't
nigga
gonna lie,
Dylan
that was
Gabriel
disappointing.
bullshitting, and this nigga jury duty was not saying nothing to the man.
That was disappointing seeing that shit, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't know if you tried to check a nigga. I don't know if you tried to like assert some dominance on some shit.
I'm about to say, I'm curious. What happened?
Nigga, after that fumble, nigga, we put your jersey on a bench.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, that was when bro caught the thing and then randomly
that
fumbled
nigga.
in the
So
middle
look,
of the.
we-
Talk about it. Talk about it.
First, let's watch the first.
Let's
clip.
watch the clip.
This is Steve. What's
Steve Smith Jr.
Steve Smith? He talks
Or
about
senior, sorry.
Jerry Duty, when he was on the Broncos. The nigga was the same way on the Broncos. Let's see what he got to say.
When I saw him, he's playing well. I wanted to say to him face to face, like, hey, I know I said some things in the past I probably shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say to him. His response, I don't mess with you. And it was a curse word. And so I was like, all right. And then he repeated it. So I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver that you use a first round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple of years since they drafted you. So if you got a problem with Agent 89, I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on. And when teams call me and asking, should they trade for you? I will say no. Don't trade for Jerry Judy because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically. Can he be a wide receiver? Can he be a wide receiver? He's a tier 3.
You said you're an average. You said you are a receiver. You're tier 3.
He said, my bad.
Are we lying though?
And it comes true today.
I didn't know.
Same nigga, same tier 3 ass nigga. Let's look at the second clip.
Watch this.
I didn't know nothing about this nigga before I seen this play.
This was in the first game.
First game. Raiders, mind you. Oh, defense.
Shedeur. Roll the pocket. He's
Shedeur.
rolling it an awful lot today. He'll set up and throw, and he's got a man. It's
He's
complete
home
to
free.
Judy.
Right.
Inside Raiders.
Bumble
territory.
run.
It's
This
picked up
nigga-
by the Raiders.
This nigga
I
just curl
saw
hopping in the middle.
And that he could have been at the 15, 10-yard line if he just kept going like this.
This
Out of
nigga
bounds.
tried a hop step.
We gotta start.
Nigga tried a hezzy. Nigga tried a basketball hezzy.
You already got the ball.
You not even dribbling that
This nigga just
bitch.
started playing hopscotch in the middle of the play.
You have the ball.
Yes. What happens there? Why would you do that? How does that happen?
You have 4 defenders on you.
This nigga tried two hezzy
As a
four
wide
niggas.
receiver, I don't even play football
a
and I know
football.
this shit. As a wide receiver, once you receive the ball and catch that bitch, you're supposed to be who's behind, whether
Aware.
it's like offensive line,
Awake,
help
nigga.
me,
Open
awake,
your eyes.
Or you see whether if the defense is on you, you got one person behind you, 3 niggas on this
I'm about to say
side.
it's not hard to
Why
miss.
you
They all like
hop-stepping
6'5"
to
and
try to,
300
like, go this way.
As if you no, let me tell you what it is though. Let me tell you what it is though.
What is?
This nigga think he Odell Beckham Jr. This nigga think he Jamar Chase. Nigga, you're Judge Judy.
Be who you are. You know what that
Judy, nigga.
Nigga, you are Judge Judy.
You're Judge
What you
Judy.
talking about?
Yeah.
You Judge Judy. Take the ball. Fucking secure that bitch.
Oh my God.
I
And
would
take
have
to the
rather
end
you
zone.
took a knee.
Take a knee.
This was like one
know
of
what
the
he-
plays that I genuinely seen during this
No,
game.
that-
Watching
You
know
highlights.
what
I
he
was like, what the
reminded
fuck
me of?
happened?
What's
He
the
reminded me of like when I was a kid and niggas would line up just playing football for fun. And you know how niggas try to hazy, they like do what they had. You know where they going. Basically, you weak as hell.
You know exactly where this nigga going. He
Did not sell.
Come on, bro.
He did not sell the
Oh.
defender on that move at all.
What's
The
the
nigga-
next clip, gang?
All right, so this clip is from the recent game.
Is it? Is this the one from yesterday or is this?
Yeah, where they faced the
they lost?
49ers.
Yeah, or not yesterday, the other day?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let
so
me watch.
Shedeur has the ball, right?
Oh, yeah, this was the start of the game.
Yes.
Wait, let me see
I
that.
remember. I just
Fucking
watched this.
pissed me
I watched
off.
this shit yesterday. Look at this shit.
On a 3rd and 5.
Boom.
All right,
Gets the ball.
Looking.
Crossfield. I don't feel like it.
Okay.
I don't feel like it.
So let me.
Damn.
Go
Okay,
back.
okay.
Go back.
Yeah.
On a 3rd and 5.
Boom.
All right. Good job. All right. Let me get in my bag real quick. All right. For y'all that don't play football, okay, you looking at this throw.
They gotta be sad.
Is it?
They gotta be sabotaged.
Is
Niggas an
it-
agent of destruction.
Is it a overthrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
like
In a
overthrow.
sense, Shedeur, it is a little bit of an overthrow.
Yeah.
If we're talking though, NFL receiver.
Yeah.
NFL receiver that think he can shake his fucking head, and get in his quarterback's face. Mind you, let me tell you something about getting in your quarterback's face. Because that was the whole controversy. Judge Judy got in this nigga Shedeur's face and was talking to the
Yep,
nigga
we
about
have-
all
we have-
types
we
of
have a
shit.
clip of that, too.
We got a clip of that?
Yep, let's
Here,
see
let's
it.
watch the clip of
Wait,
that first.
what was that?
Hold on, let's watch the clip of that first.
I
Can
just
we watch
put that
clip?
bitch in there. They clapping his hands and shit.
This the same game. After he just missed that pass.
He's like yelling. He's like adamantly trying to.
Shedeur stood up. He's like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Oh, he arguing back. Shedeur's
Yeah.
arguing back.
He's showing him like, nigga, you missed. What are you talking about? And then Shedeur,
Trying to blame him.
And
Yes.
he's like, nah, get out of my face. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm like, hey,
exactly.
the play
yeah,
call
Shedeur
is
finally
gonna be-
was like, nigga, you tripping. Like,
So let me say this. First of all, if you know anything about football, that's disrespectful. You don't talk to your quarterback like that, wide receiver, and that's
Yeah.
not a fucking shot
Especially
thing. That's your
outside,
fucking
nigga.
captain.
Yeah.
That's your captain.
There's a level
in front of
all
the
the
media,
cameras, yeah.
in front of the media, in front of the cameras. There's a level of respect you're supposed to have, and your coach not showing it to your QB. You'd think you'd have enough reverence for him to do that yourself.
Yeah.
No, you tried to make the nigga look crazy again.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Number 2, hoe ass nigga, Judge Judy, gang. You are a NFL receiver. You are a vet, not a vet, but you've been in the league for years at this point. Multiple different teams at this point. That type of lackadaisical effort on a fucking pass that is maybe 2 yards of. I don't
And
give
the
a
pass
fuck.
that you caught.
I don't give a fuck.
The first game.
I don't give a fuck if you miss it. If you miss it and it's an overthrow, then cool. Yo weak ass is sitting there fucking trotting. You trotting. You didn't dive.
Nope.
You didn't reach out. You didn't
Nope.
put an arm out for the
Nope.
fucking ball.
There was no effort.
he looked
And
up,
I was gonna
seen
say,
it and was
and you
like,
in the NFL.
And I was gonna say, and then when
Come on,
when
gang.
you couple that,
Yes, should
When
it be
you-
in the bucket? Should it be in the bucket?
Yeah.
Yes, Shedeur. Get that nigga the ball, put it in his bucket. At the same time, we got you the ball, we put it in your bucket, and you did a motherfucking head.
and they got,
What the
and they
fuck did
got
you
a
do?
fumble.
And
So
I
my thing is, I
understand-
was gonna say the other thing about it is that when you couple all this with like the flagrant disrespect that we've been seeing getting showed towards
Exactly.
Shedeur. Since the nigga got drafted, since the nigga won the fucking game,
The
that he
league is
started.
obviously
And
against the nigga.
Did you see how the fucking head coach was like, yeah, shout out to y'all did your thing, and good job, Shedeur.
Good
And
job-
then they
yeah,
fucking
good
moved
job,
on.
Shedeur.
Mind you, rookie got his first like win.
First start, first
like,
win.
and it was just a quick move on. There's obviously been a slight at him. So then for you to see in the next game the nigga start him getting chewed out by his wide receiver on the sidelines in front of everybody. It's like, where's the respect for this nigga?
I
in the
know-
organization?
I know
and then
niggas-
on top of it, I understand that overthrow to an extent because the nigga had 2 defenders on the nigga behind him. You could put in that extra effort and maybe touch it.
Okay,
so
okay.
I understand why that's even a play.
Another thing, I like that you said that as well. Yes, Judge Judy had 2 niggas behind him. So he's leading them. Shedeur is leading the nigga so that hopefully you can catch it and get a few more yards or make it straight to the fucking end zone. Yeah. We not putting it. He didn't put it right in front of you because
can't
if you put
overthrow
it right
that
in
ball.
front of
I mean,
you,
he can't underthrow that
you would have been bombed.
You would have underthrows that ball.
You would have been bombed.
Because you clearly can't keep the
you're gonna
fucking
get-
ball in your
It's a
hand.
pick six. If you
I was going to say, either you're going to get bombed or it's a fucking pick 6.
Yeah.
And you're playing the fucking 49ers.
Yeah.
Their defense is way better than y'all niggas.
I don't know if
Judge Judy.
I don't know if that pass in particular prompted him to scream at him like that, but that was not. I haven't seen that.
There was another pass where Shedeur, he stepped back through it and it kind of like drifted out of bounds. And then the nigga was just like shaking his head and doing all this extra shit.
You
I'm like,
showing
He's
him
just
up.
an extra weird ass.
What
nigga.
you showing him up?
Yeah, bro.
Go
And
somewhere
Matt-
else then. Go
Matt
somewhere
hit
else
the
and get
there's
to
a reason why you're on the ground.
Exactly. Like stop.
Biggest point, bro.
You bullshit.
The world is against your QB. This is the captain of your team, and the world's against him, and you participate.
This
in
the
it.
perfect time. If
It's
I'm,
time for y'all to
if I'm
rally the
this
troops.
weak ass nigga Judge Judy, you just got an opportunity of a lifetime getting a fucking rookie QB that's amazing. That can be amazing.
if given.
And you're on a fucking organization. You and him are on an organization that has no fucking backbone of anybody.
And what you wonder
if
what it's
it's
gonna
me,
do?
nigga, I'm locking in with Shedeur every fucking week. I'm building a rapport with my QB, and I'm going out there and I'm winning fucking football games.
Yep.
Once I start winning football games, they gonna have you on a tag team duo, Shedeur and Judy. Next thing you know, nigga, you might get a fucking bonus.
And I'm
Weak
not gonna
ass
lie.
nigga.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like, what is going to happen if the climate and the treatment, I guess, of Shedeur doesn't change is that unfortunately y'all gonna take a toll on that nigga career because he's gonna kill his confidence.
He gonna kill his
I feel like
confidence.
the only reason why this nigga is going to have like really good confidence to be able to like continue to like steer the ship is because the nigga grew up.
with Deion Sanders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to. And funny as much as niggas hate that confidence, it's that confidence that's gonna carry you if your teammate is bullshitting
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
if your coach is bullshitting
Yeah.
you. So if you want this nigga to be as good as possible, we seeing all this. Someone got to figure some shit out. I don't know what the fuck is happening in the clubhouse, but somebody got to figure some shit out.
Bro, just fire
Nigga Shedeur
Stefanski.
ain't buried. That nigga ain't even publicly complained. He got on that press conference and was like, "I'm back again." He was like, "Ain't no like all I got to do is perform." He was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
"It
the
don't
buck
matter."
stops with him.
And you sitting here bitching.
And even Stefan, what do you think about your coach? Nah, I'm not even worried about that. Y'all trying to turn me. He hasn't said a single bad thing about
Nope.
this nigga coach.
Yeah.
You got Dylan Gabriel Shorty wilding out on fucking line.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Bro, she's just a weirdo.
Yeah,
Like, woman.
she basically confirmed that the whole coaching staff wants Dylan Gabriel to play. His trash ass wants to play, but they don't want Shedeur to play.
Which that again,
This nigga Dylan Gabriel the other day was like, you know, if you wait for the perfect timing, then you miss out. Nigga, shut your weak ass up. You got two.
I'm not gonna
Fuck,
lie.
nigga.
I'm not
two.
I'm not gonna lie. Having
Talk
like
about that nigga.
It does not seem like it's.
Nigga stepped back through like this and the ball landed right there.
It don't
nigga
seem
stuck.
like it's
Stay on the
productive
bench.
to like a
Nigga tried to hesitate.
to a
To
clubhouse
win
environment.
football games.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's productive.
Is it productive to win football games?
To have-
It's not.
Hezzy 4 people, nigga.
Hezzy 4 people. Hezzy 4
And
people.
then you know what? I'm gonna cry about it and blame my QB. You got it, bro.
You got it, bro.
But I think on the I guess on the topic of corny niggas. Because I feel like I find that corny. The nigga is going to be good at football if he's gonna be good at football if given the opportunity. So let bro cook. One thing I'm not finna let y'all cook on any longer though is this Nike Tech quarter zip beef fiasco that's going on.
Quarter zips,
Oh,
Nike
right.
Tech.
Okay, can we start at the beginning though?
Can we go
Alan,
back
take
to
us through the beginning,
historic
man.
times, bro? Because my brain.
Storks, man.
I want to do this, right? Because I want to kiss my own ass real quick. So I made a segment a while ago talking about trends, talking about the positives and talking about the negatives. But the biggest thing was how my viewpoint on trends was. I ultimately saw it as a negative.
I remember this.
And why I saw it as a negative is because the things with trends, right? Trends go into the right hands in the sense of you find your personal style, you understand in the culture around fashion, and you understand how to make yourself feel nice.
Or at least it can be a beginning step, you know?
but it always ends up in the wrong hands.
Yep.
And by the wrong hands, I mean new forms of coons we're seeing in today's day.
Yeah.
Now, let's react to this video.
Let's react to the video.
I'm about to say, because we're going to cook on everything we mean, because we know I've heard some people be like, yes, I really want to support this movement. Guys, okay.
Hold on, listen.
Let's react.
We don't do Nike Tech. We don't do coffee.
I think this was the first video I
This
seen.
is
Yeah,
Samach's
this is the
route.
person who OG'd.
He was talking about putting on a Nike Tech to come outside. I told him, what are you doing? You upgraded in life. You wear glasses now. You wear quarter zips now. You don't do Nike Tech. You don't do those. Talk to him.
Yo,
Talk to us.
yesterday I was in the hood.
Uh-huh.
Today I'm wearing this sweater.
Uh-huh.
I'm in Blink Street, gang. Change your life, gang. Put the tech down.
Uh-huh.
Put
Text
the tech
down. Quarter zips up. You heard? Quarter zips and stop. Come on. Talk to us.
Amen, bro. We out.
Jesus loves you. We love you. Have a blessed rest of your day.
So my take, you know what my original take is on this, right? The thing that I genuinely feel like no one understood about this before niggas just
I think
decided
people
to
just
turn.
don't understand the trend at all.
I don't think people understand humor.
Yeah,
No, people don't understand humor.
They know.
Because, and we'll talk about the COONs who've come out the woodwork, but like, do you think genuinely that the nigga who he was like, talk to him, you think genuinely he was in the hood yesterday and then he put the quarter zip on and he leveled
he was
up?
in the hood?
Or did he get done filming that video and go right back?
You know how many white
He
people
got
saw
a
that?
matcha and
You know how many white people saw that video and was like,
That's
got
it.
the code.
This is how we do it. There's so many people who fall in hook, line, and sinker. Even black people who like, this is how we do
take
it.
us through it for them?
bro,
Because I posted a video too about
Yeah,
the
same,
quarter zip.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We all
man.
talked-
Oh,
I had originally saw the shit because someone was styling their outfits and just had a quarter zip. And then it became to other things. I even saw Central C. Central C is
that's
the dude.
That's the King Tech.
That's crazy.
Central C.
That's King
This
Tech.
same nigga that wore a Nike Tech on the red carpet and said, I'm never gonna change who I am, made a TikTok with a polo quarter zip and a matcha drink.
He cheated on his girl. My fault. I just wanted to see.
We ain't never getting the interview.
My fault.
We ain't getting the interview.
Shout out Central C though.
Cheated on this girl.
If I went to UK, would have had an air kid.
Yeah, I've heard Central
And
C
like how it
mention
went.
wearing Nike Techs to like fancy places, how they not gonna fuck with it because you kind of like bucking against the culture. What happened?
What happened? And it started off as a harmless thing of like, oh, we're bringing back the quarter zips. And I had no problem with it. I'm like, you know, y'all
I didn't know they ever left.
Yeah, I'm about
I
to
didn't
Yeah,
think
they
they
didn't
left.
leave.
A,
I didn't
I
think
didn't know
they
they
left
A, I
because-
didn't know they left. And also B, like, yeah, there is an argument to be made that if you's a nigga, look at me when I say this, and you only wear Nike Techs, you not doing this shit right either.
Yeah,
You
not.
don't have a fucking personal sense of style. And there's a lot of niggas who, because of the trend of Nike Techs, have made it their entire personality to only rock that, to only, even if they are like within any dangerous stuff or not. Niggas be in grade school wearing a whole Nike Tech fit in a shiesty. Not because they're planning to be drug lords necessarily, but because a bunch of kids around them are wearing it because they seem it's cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like give a fuck. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, switch up your style a little bit. Cool. It's unfortunate
And
that didn't stay that
it
way.
went it went from this is how you style yourself, you know, let's bring the quarter zips back, to now making a compare of you shouldn't be wearing Nike Techs, you should be just wearing this. And then I don't even know if y'all seen this like
You need it-
AI animated video. It was like this little kid with a Nike Tech and a ski mask, little ass kid. And it was like almost like in a Disney format. And he was running around robbing people. And someone came up to him and was like, here's a quarter zip, like you can change your life.
I've
And then-
seen real humans make that skit. I've
Yep.
seen black people
This
who
is where
are
it
funny
gets out of hand.
make that
Yep.
skit
Actual-
where the original premise again, and this is because there's a literacy
disconnect.
gap and
Yeah, I was
there's
gonna
an
say, there's a
education
disconnect.
gap.
That's
There's
what
a
it is.
complete-
Because it starts as one thing.
Yes.
Now I'm seeing you point to that AI video. Now I'm seeing real people making this thing where it's a nigga in a Nike Tech and a shiesty. He's talking in rough, tough AAVE, talking about how I might rob and I
about
sure you
to
gotta
go
give me.
rob somebody.
I'm about it being violent, right? And then a nigga does something, transition happens, they switch into a quarter zip. Hey guys, yeah, I'm giving up those ways.
I seen a nigga
What
scam somebody in a
stereotypes are you
quarter zip.
perpetuating when you do that?
There are niggas
Why
that
is
are
the voice
scamming.
changing?
There are niggas that are scamming grannies in quarter zips right now.
And let me tell y'all, because it's so
And
funny.
they're white people. No. Let's say that though.
No, and I'm exactly.
And white-
they're
that's
white
why I'm about to
people.
Friday.
And
Yeah.
that's,
They're
and
white
that's the
people.
people
Yup.
who are laughing at it, right? Because this is the thing that happens
Yeah.
with friends when you sit back and you see the forecast. Because like Matt said, I didn't even know quarter zips was out. Quarter
Nigga, I
zip,
thought they was talking
quarter
about
zip.
weed.
A quarter zip.
Talking about the weed, bro. Shit. But
Demonetization gone, nigga.
Keep fucking talking.
Right.
But going back to it, right? Sitting back because I resonated with business wear. It's no different,
bro,
Nigga, do you see? I'm about to say,
business wear, right?
can I make this? Because I'm about to get into it.
And
We'll continue.
And like I was saying, right, it's business wear. And the thing is with trends is it's fashion is a melting pot. Everything will have this cycle.
Yeah.
But with each era of each cycle, it reflects on the current society.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
with right now, right, you're saying you need to wear this, you need to wear a quarter zip and be proper. No,
Step up your
You
class.
need to wear a quarter zip because you niggas need jobs. Because 300,000 black women lost their jobs 3 months in the start of 2025.
Nigga, talk about it.
That's what we're
Talk
talking
about it.
right? Because y'all need jobs. That's why business wear is in trend. And I said this in the beginning of the year. Business wear is going to become a trend because every
did
time
say
business
that.
wear
Did
comes
say
in,
that.
it's because a
Recession.
recession is happening.
Back out, nigga.
So
Okay.
this is the problem with y'all, right? Y'all, this is the thing of what
Shedeur.
happens when y'all let corny niggas take a hold of a trend.
Oh, gee.
Because then y'all add things that they not even y'all add being masculine. Y'all adding gender norms to trends. Y'all adding
and
race.
They
to
got
trends.
the support from the majority woman demographic, especially black women on Instagram or on the internet, from what I've seen, because of the general aesthetic of you seeing a man in business like wear and being attracted to that, which that's understandable. The reason why we're talking about this is because we run a podcast where we do a fit check every fucking time we record. We understand dressing. We've been doing this shit forever, hence why we have Nike Techs, because we also like those as well. And my thing is, I understand the initial, business, you look a little bit more proper, so you want XYZ. The problem is, like you said, when you talk about stepping up your class to do what? Make yourself look more presentable so you can get a job and get money in this economy. But what if I told you that the problem wasn't how you're dressing?
Maybe it's the man in the clothes, not the clothes.
Wait, because last time I checked, a nigga ran into the government, took that bitch over, took all y'all niggas' benefits away, and he walked out that bitch in a suit and his t-shirt. What's his name? White man, Elon fucking Musk. When has that shit ever mattered for
When
you?
has-
Gang? And that's the shit that I be trying to get through to niggas.
Exactly.
It's not about the fucking quarter zip. I had so many niggas in my comments, bro. I posted a video, and I'm not even expecting the video to do decent. I'm like, whatever, just drop this little video. The video, not blow up, but it do like 30K. And I'm sitting here, and I'm looking at all these comments, and I got niggas in the comments talking about, well, you wrong. Black people been wearing suits and wearing, nigga, this is not the conversation. That's not the conversation.
Niggas,
Because if that was the conversation, it proves my point, not y'all's.
Exactly,
Why?
because they were wearing those
in the
suits.
fucking 50s,
right?
in the fucking 50s. Let's act, okay. I'm calm, man. Emmett Till. What did Emmett Till get hung in? Was it a Nike Tech?
nope.
Was it a ski mask?
Was it anything that was considered street thug or XYZ
Come on,
adjacent
gang.
at the time?
Nope.
What are we
Was
talking
he
Niggas was-
holding a gun?
niggas
was
was
he
still
running
cool.
around there saying on phone them?
Nope.
Was he running around? No, gang. The nigga went into the store, gang. That's all it took. Shorty thought he whistled. Shorty said, oh yeah, this nigga whistled at me. That's all it took. When is niggas gonna understand that boxing yourself in to these parameters as black men, as black people in general, boxing yourself into these parameters that have been created by white supremacy, you're never going to win that battle.
Level up what?
No.
Level up what?
Level up what? And then on top
Level
of
up in the eyes of who? Because I can wear my Nike Tech. Alan wearing a Nike Tech. JJ wearing a Nike Tech. AB can wear a Nike Tech.
Roadman.
And it don't fucking matter why, because you always gonna be a dumber nigga than everybody on this fucking couch.
And then
What the fuck is we talking about? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Actually, because then you say Nike techs are for black people X, Y, and Z. Let's look at the price of a fucking Nike tech.
So let's
talk about the price.
Let's talk about
it. The pants goes from like 130. The pants go from like 150.
The whole
pants go from like another
like 100. Yeah.
And then when you look at the statistics of the racial demographic of who even consumes Nike products, 40% of white people consume Nike products.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. That is the critical error that everyone fucking makes, and this is why this shit becomes a white supremacist dog, like dog whistle.
What were we talking? No,
because whatever.
Not dog whistle. What was the other word? Remember we were talking about intent that one time.
Because
dog whistle. This is the thing. No. Because dog whistle, the intent behind dog, or the thing that microaggression.
Yeah.
The thing that differentiates a microaggression versus the dog whistle is intention. Microaggressions are unintentional usually. So that's what I had said that in my video, and people was like, "Oh, how is this bro?" Because a microaggression is something that y'all niggas are doing unaware of,
because of your own mental shortcuts and your own heuristics. This is what I'm saying. With crime, this is the exact same thing. Black people are 13% of the population. But if you actually look at estimates when it comes to conviction rates and everything, it'll be like 38% of the prison population, right? Or these niggas will say, with 50% of the murder, they'll make up whatever number to make the point that black people are overrepresented in this category, right? But when you look at the majority of the country, which is white, and you look at every other metric by which you could determine damage to a society, I'm talking robbery, I'm talking sexual assault, rape, murder,
when it comes to
arson,
fucking bank fraud, fucking garnishing niggas' wages.
When it comes to violence against kids,
the people who run the Starbucks, the workers were just on strike.
Yep.
And then these niggas striking for fucking their working conditions being shit. When it comes to people who are perpetuating the most danger in the society, it will always be white people because there's so much. It's not even just that it's a majority and black people are 30, 40% of the country. Black people are 13, white people are 65 to 70. So why is it white people can be the majority recipients of hip hop music?
Yeah.
White people can be the majority of time a bad thing happens between a civilian and a police officer generally.
Yeah.
White people can be the majority of people who are buying Nike techs.
Yeah.
But the overrepresentation of black people as respective to their population is the thing that people hyperfixate. Do you really care about the fact that black people are overrepresented as compared to their population, or do you care about the danger that's happening? Because if you cared about the danger that's happening, you'd go to where the most danger is happening most often, which is white people.
And then,
but these things, even when white people are the majority recipients or participants in it, still get the black fucking stereotype.
And then
still get black kids are the ones that you see when it comes to the Nike techs that you associate with all the bad shit. That makes you shape your entire perception about races of people in a jacket. When that same connotation is not seen when you see these white kids on the fucking basketball court wearing the same thing. So it's not about the jacket. It's not about what clothing you put on to elevate yourself. It's about what connotations your society feeds to the people wearing the clothes.
And stop associating dressing proper with putting a quarter zip or suit to white people, because it's not white people style. It's not.
And I like that question that you asked, though. Who are you elevating yourself to?
Who?
Exactly.
Who? Because then who's profiting off of it? Who's perpetuating the same thing? White people. White people made that AI video. White people making these skits off of anti-blackness.
Yes.
I'm walking around, bro, and niggas have to go to the most extreme shit. Bro, we live in Chicago. I see people in skis all the time. I see niggas that go snowboarding and shit in fucking skis all the time. I see niggas, it's snow, it's this, XYZ. You would like, white supremacy would like us to associate all of these things with black people, with, they're damning this, and they're because inherently violent, all that, because it benefits white supremacy.
Black people are always...
But when niggas, but a year and a half ago, 2020, in 2020 and 2021 and 2022, what got popularized all through fashion?
Masks.
The balaclava, the fucking ski mask, the fat ass. And then you had white people crocheting the ski mask and putting the bunny ears on them and doing it.
And there's no problem.
How is that not the same shit?
How are Nike Techs the problem, but we got these white women lining up to Lululemon wearing these tracksuits?
What are we talking about?
Athleisure wear. What's the difference?
And this is why it comes down to, and it boils down to, it's just fucking clothes.
Yep.
Wearing a quarter zip doesn't make you better, doesn't make you worse. Wearing a Nike Tech doesn't make you better, doesn't make you worse. You know what it does? That means you're finding a fashion sense. Good job. And that's literally what I said in my video. I would like to see black men in quarter zip. I would like to see black men in fucking Nike Techs. I would also like to see black men in Hermes. I'd also like to see black men in fucking suits. I'd also like, you know why? Because I want us to have the enough autonomy as people, as humans, to choose what clothes we
You know what
wear.
I want to see black men
What the
do?
fuck?
I want to see black men express self-individuality, bro. I want you to express yourself.
Express yourself.
Because and this is the main
not
point.
for the white people, not for the shorties,
not for the trans,
not for the macho.
And you know why?
That's what y'all do. You got Asher Hall had a whole bunch of niggas coming in a room with Nike Techs and kicked them out and had a whole bunch of people with quarter zips coming in. Stop doing it for the views.
So where does I'm about to say? So
Like,
what
what the fuck?
class of people what class of people then take this message and where do they take the shit? I want black men to be able to wear whatever the fuck they want to wear, and I want a society that says, "Hey, are we really talking about Nike Techs and quarter zips right now when we could actually be doing a thing to help these black men get jobs?"
Yeah.
We could.
Not the school
We could this
shooting.
entire time.
No.
Like there's
Not gun control.
There's anything, and also
pedophiles in the fucking administration. It's the quarter zip.
You
That's
want to
the
know,
problem.
and you also want to know where the
Nike
trend, where the
Techs.
quarter zip trend fails, is that it doesn't give black people and black men that autonomy to express themselves.
No.
Because you're defining what stepping up your class is, and you're defining it in this one term. So now what you've just done,
You've put 'em in a
what you've
box.
just done, let me tell you how this trend is going to further fuck over black men. What you've just done, if you've now said that the profit incentive, you making money, and that is what?
No, keep going.
You've now said that you making money is again the thing that's going to solve this problem with black men.
Yeah, money.
There are so many
Capital.
problems that we have within our community, and a lot of them can even stem back to the fact that black men don't get to have that individual identity.
Yeah.
A black man who can explore what makes him comfortable in clothes will also be a black man that is much more likely to understand other things about their own emotional state.
Yes.
That goes.
Yes.
You are putting a Band-Aid over a bullet wound.
hole.
Yep.
Stop fucking doing this bullshit because it's easy on the timeline to look down and be like, yep, we're actually doing something.
know
What
what I
happened
seen?
was a nigga somewhere got
I
clout
seen-
and attention for starting a social media trend. Ask me what the net worth of black men will be after this. Ask me what the job opportunity for black men will be after this. Ask me what our wealth looks like after this, and ask me any of the above. Because they will not change, not one fucking inch.
Exactly.
My problem is that every fucking time the liberation and the key for black people and the way to stop these crimes and to combat these stereotypes is always the same answer. Coincidentally, because it's always from the same people.
Yes.
Just get a
seen-
job.
Same lens.
We have
that
seen
same lens of white supremacy.
Yep.
2 points. One, a Nike Tech is more expensive than a quarter zip. We
That
can get
too.
that off.
What the
there.
fuck are we
That too. In the society where
That
they're
doesn't
saying,
make no fucking
put on a
sense.
quarter zip to make more money, to look more professional so that you can take care of your family XYZ. But you will be spending more money to buy the piece of clothing. They want you to buy cheaper clothing so that you can make more money as opposed to buying the more expensive piece of clothing because of the social stigma that's associated with
that
clothing, because niggas buy it. That's why all of us growing up wanted to have Nike tags.
I seen a video, right? It was a couple videos. It was this one nigga in a suit. Suit could barely fit this nigga. He was in the mirror or something. He was like, well, the reality is that
I made a video about that nigga.
If you buy a fucking
Oh, that little shit ass nigga.
if you buy an NBA jersey, people
Mr.
gonna
J.
think you
Hines.
play
That little stupid
basketball.
ass
If you
nigga,
buy
bro.
a football jersey, people gonna think you play football. If you buy a Nike Tech, people gonna think you gonna rob them.
No,
the Nike Tech at 3 a.m. with the mask.
Yeah, Nike Tech at 3 a.m. and with a mask on. What?
Wait,
What
when did this even come about? What?
Yeah.
Because it's not about this clothes.
Exactly.
It's about the image.
It's about the image that you already have.
I need y'all to open your eyes,
Yep.
bro. There has been a whole big conservative shift when it even comes to fashion.
Yep.
The start of this year,
Yes.
since
Yes.
Trump got in this bitch.
I've been seeing.
And overall, if you can't notice that, bro, you are like
What they say-
was it
more
not
the
enough?
problem.
Was
they
it not
say?
enough black excellence? For people to hold them over for the year with the Met Gala and Black Dandyism? I thought it was about the clothes. And we saw a lot of rich ass black people in suits and ties. Niggas aren't talking about that.
Niggas aren't talking
Niggas
about that.
the
Because
Nike
guess
Tech
what?
shit. Why?
This
Because it
is-
doesn't fucking matter.
This is the problem. If
That's
y'all
not the
don't
fucking
open-
real
if
problem.
y'all don't open your eyes to this shift, the next thing they gonna say is y'all need to cut y'all hair.
Nigga,
Y'all gonna
Yeah.
need to cut your hair to get that
fucking.
job.
It's the same.
We don't do
play.
locks anymore.
It's the same play. They do it every fucking year.
Yeah.
Because when you
Locks
add,
not in
when you-
style. Get you some waves. You got to change your fit on this.
And
You got to
this
do
is the
this. You
thing.
got to wear these. types
Big
of
beard.
shoes
Who
now.
does beards anymore?
not-
Just get a goatee and a mustache.
And you
It's
still not
not-
getting no fucking job, nigga.
Gang,
Why?
it's not
Exactly.
about just painting your nails when you add in gender norms to fashion. It's everything about the body, bro.
Yeah. bro.
They gonna have niggas cutting their locks off.
Yes,
They gonna
bro.
have everything
Damn.
going back into the city.
Oh, them jam niggas, they painting their nails, bro. You don't even
You don't even understand.
Nigga, Caleb
bro.
Williams got his nails painted. He's the best QB
We have
right
gotten
now.
we have went from nails
It's
to now
all
you
me.
need a quarter zip to seem proper in the street.
I'm sitting
So-
here, gang, and I'm painting my nails, and you niggas is saying XYZ reason, bro. You know why I'm painting my nails, bro? Because when I was a little nigga, bro, and I didn't have the bread to go get my fucking nails done. I didn't think about shit like that because I know niggas is gonna fry me at school.
Yep.
I know my mama gonna call me gay.
Yep.
I know whatever it is.
Yep.
I'm not thinking about that shit. The reason why I'm painting my nails as a 21-year-old black man, why is because, nigga, I'm liberated, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm-
I was gonna say,
do what the
I
fuck-
seen
message.
I
Who
seen
the
a
fuck gonna tell me
I
not
seen
to,
a
nigga?
comment. I
Who
seen a
gonna
comment.
tell me not to, my
I
nigga?
seen a comment last
Fuck is wrong
night.
with
person.
niggas?
I seen a comment last night because you notice how we never even really addressed it when we had our nails done because we just did it because we wanted to do it. I seen a comment last night, niggas who find our videos for the first time. They'll be like, "Does bro have his nails done?" You know what I realized when I got my nails fucking bedazzled on every nail? You know what I really realized is that it didn't change how much I like women.
Nope.
No.
It didn't make me lose credibility in the eyes of the people around me because they care about me on a deeper level than to give a fuck about what's on my fingernails. And it also didn't make me lose any followers because then we blew up even more after that.
Yep.
Bang out.
So what it is these niggas will have you,
Yeah.
black people,
Yeah.
by the ball,
Yeah.
telling you every single year the problem is you got to change something about what you're wearing. You got to change this. You got to change that. Maybe you get a different haircut. Maybe you get a different jacket. Maybe you get a quarter zip.
Yeah.
Also, they don't got to talk about reparations.
Yeah.
And you know
You
what's
want to know
so
what would really
funny?
fix the job opportunity and get niggas out here to have more money and
Yeah.
look more classy and
Yeah.
everything is if they had money in their pocket. You know
Yeah.
how you put money in their pocket? Do a jobs program.
Yeah.
Make sure that you go on the south side of Chicago.
Do a
you
head
go to
tax.
O Block and you understand that
Jamal.
do a head tax.
Jamal, do a head
Feed
tax.
mental health
Don't even-
programs to keep young black men off the streets and stop shooting people with Nike Techs on because they can get answers to their loneliness, to their alienation, to the
Exactly.
fact that they can't fucking express
On
themselves
G.
because this shit keeps boxing niggas in. That's why I like what you were about to say about the message being liberation.
Yeah.
You want to know what niggas' answers is? Niggas need to be able to wear Nike Techs, quarter zips, get your nails done, put a fucking skirt on if you want to.
Anything.
Who are you as a
Bro.
person, my nigga? That's
need
what we
to-
only should be caring about.
You
Who
need
are
to
you,
elevate
nigga?
past what society is perpetuating on.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to elevate past.
That's how you elevate. And also to the women who might have been saying that they want to support the fucking quarter zip
Stop
trend.
doing that dumb shit.
That's not
Stop.
what you actually want. And I will die on that hill.
No.
You
'Cause
will.
you don't- you just
and
don't
I'm
know.
gonna give and
You
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
give this game to the niggas. You will, and women will, 1,000,000% out of 1,000,000 choose a nigga who does not care what they put on and found their own style over a nigga who's wearing a quarter zip because some nigga on TikTok said it's cool.
a quarter zip.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's easy to look on social
And
media and be
what's-
like, I'm really doing something. But this doesn't do shit.
And why I say anybody, because then they got that shit with the bean. Where
Yeah.
all these people are about to go in with quarter zips and just dress at the bean and have a good time.
Yeah, they finna have a quarter
All
zip
of
meetup.
you
I
niggas
go.
wearing a quarter zip are corny. Why y'all are corny? Because the same information y'all got, those people, you know what they're gonna do in a year, bro? They're going to put you onto the next trend. They're going to be like, y'all need to wear these jackets. Brown is the color in store.
Sweaters.
The same people are going to do that,
and
are going
ties,
to just feed you
turtlenecks
more
and
trends.
chains.
Because they don't care how you look. They don't care if you're proper. They care about the money that you're putting in their pockets. They care about the views.
I see niggas on
local
tell you to buy their
news.
course right after.
I see niggas on local news. I see niggas on Good Morning America. Everyone like suited up and booted up in the quarter zips and everything. What we've done. Shocker, guys. We've created a trend. We've created a meme. Have fun, laugh. Now what the fuck are we actually going to do about this problem?
What do we do about the
About this problem? Yes.
The last thing I'm going to say is this. When 70% of the fucking United States is looking at this ha-ha he joke, I need you to understand that's very different than 13% looking at this ha-ha he joke.
Mm-hmm.
And
When black people are looking at this ha-ha he quarter zip joke, how much you want to bet when they do that meetup in Chicago, is it bad that these niggas are meeting up in a quarter zip? No. But when they do that meetup in Chicago, you know who gonna be there?
White people.
Who gonna be?
Fucking Channel 7, Channel 2, Channel 3. You know why? Because it's a good narrative to paint.
Yep.
Oh, look at all these
We're
black
doing it,
people.
guys. They're doing it.
Oh, look at all these black people trying to change their life. And that's 70%.
And that's why I think we should show up in Nike Tech.
That 70% is going to fucking see that news, see whatever it is, from whatever part of the United States they are. You know what they're going to say? They're not going to say, oh, this is a funny ass
Those are the
joke.
good ones.
That's funny. They're going to say, wow. Those are the good ones. See, more black people
I'm
need to
saying
do
that's
just like
really-
black people need to do that.
That's
And
really
there
the key
we
to
are.
it everywhere.
And
They
that's
might as well.
what it
They
is.
got to just start changing.
And
the way
there
they
we
dress.
are.
If they didn't carry themselves like hoodlums, then
Yeah. Remember when Trayvon got popped for Skittles and they was saying don't put on hoods, gang?
Wait, so
Come on, bro.
And then George
Come
Floyd
on,
died.
bro. And then
now
George
we
Floyd
bringing
died.
a whole
Come
thing
on, bro.
Now it's a whole different level of stereotypes y'all bringing back. So now if I wear my hood, what's gonna happen to me now?
you seen what they did? You
G.
seen what that 70% did with YN?
Yeah. Come on, G.
That's
Yup.
what it
It's
is.
not no fucking joke to these
It's
niggas.
not.
Nope.
Damn, Matt, why you take that shit so serious? Because I'm tired of niggas being the
guess
butt
what?
of the fucking joke, my
I'm
nigga.
tired of niggas being the butt of the joke, and guess what? Those YNs. Again, like I said, it's very easy to look on the internet and say some shit, right? And feel like you're doing something. Those YNs are, guess what? Human beings. So how do we solve the problem of black people growing up in generational poverty? Because that's the thing that's creating the YNs, the Nike Tech narrative, the killings, the shooting. How do we fix that?
Why can't we talk about that?
We will never talk about that because Channel 7 is filming quarter zips at the Bean.
I saw ABC.
And therefore, the problem is solved. Mind
Dumb
you, we're
niggas,
going into a recession. And these same niggas who are telling you, you got to look this way and be presentable to get a job are the same niggas who've been presentable all the way to the corruption. now.
all the
And the
way.
same
All
niggas
the
that
way
are
to the
saying, and the same
genocide.
niggas
Yep.
that
All
are
the way-
presentable and saying buy my course.
I'm
Yep.
on this pod.
Same
bro.
niggas who are presentable bombing
I gotta-
boats in the
We gotta
Caribbean.
keep moving.
I got a Nike Tech jeans and some fire shoes. I'm better dressed than most of you niggas with a Nike Tech, bro. And I'm sitting on a couch talking about policy. Am I a young nigga for wearing a brown jacket?
If we are, then you have to unpack your racism. I don't know what
that's
else
what
you
it
want me to
is,
do.
bro.
I can't
And that's
coddle you
to
niggas.
black people as well.
That's to black people as well.
Let's talk
no,
about
this is not elevating shit. The only thing that is going to elevate the culture and the XYZ around black people in this country is when we agree on what generally elevates humans, and then we do that in conjunction with the black community amongst ourselves and with a government that actually fucks with us. That's the thing that's going to really fucking elevate black people. But that's really hard to
but
do.
the government is fucking
really hard
allowing
to do.
forever
You can wear a
chemicals on
quarter
the
zip
fucking...
and be a bum ass nigga. You can wear Nike Tech and be a bum ass nigga. You can wear quarter zip or Nike Tech, be a smart ass nigga.
It's
Stop
closed, gang.
assigning clothes to different stereotypes.
You're
and
assigning
all this
clothes
extra
the
shit.
values that you want to assign to niggas based on racial stereotypes that you probably have unconsciously internalized, and then you're taking offense to it that anyone could see it as what it is. You know how I seen it that way? Is because it took all of one day for a nigga to be like, it's not anti-black to say don't wear Nike Tech, it's just pattern recognition. What pattern
recognition?
You want to know what's pattern recognition? The president. What demographic does he belong to? And what,
and
have
what
they
does
been
he wear?
responsible for? Why is
What
that
does he
not pattern
wear?
recognition?
Exactly.
What does he wear?
What does he
has
wear?
been saying since he got in office?
But that of who he is and the political class that he represents and the actions that they've done, doesn't stick to the suit in the same way that a nigga killing someone sticks to the Nike tag.
Oh, one of them ones.
Why is that?
One of them ones. All them niggas on Wall
Start
Street.
asking yourself these goddamn questions before
All
you
them
fucking.
pedophiles is in suits, gang.
All
them
the
niggas
criminals in suits in the
all
White
them
House
criminals
right
in
now.
suits.
You
All them
talking about
pedophiles in
niggas Nike
suits.
techs.
They
Wall
showed y'all
Street.
that in the movies,
Come on,
nigga.
come
They
on,
showed you
shorty.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Let's talk about it.
Proper.
Talk about it.
Our
talk about
president
it.
is a felon.
That's
man.
edgy though. In the same way, when white people kill people, it becomes a true crime documentary. When black people kill people, it becomes mass incarceration.
White people kill people. It becomes mental illness.
Come on, gang. Come
black
on, gang.
Let's get into
say it again. No, say that shit again.
Yeah, when black people kill people, it turns into mass incarceration. When white people kill people, it turns into a true crime documentary. When
Come on, on Netflix.
When black people kill people in a Nike tech and everything, it turns to a whole thing. We got to excise this from the culture. When the president wearing a suit is fucking illegally striking niggas in the Caribbean and blowing up niggas on false pretenses, well, I guess that's just a new day at the office. So we need to actually evaluate as a culture what it is that we need to do, what steps we need to take to actually elevate these people. And I feel like...
Stop just hearing what white people say and saying it, please. Oh my God, the amount of people in my comments, we're just trying to elevate. You're not thinking through what the fuck you're saying, though, gang.
Not elevating shit.
That's
Like,
the funny
think
thing,
for yourself.
right?
That's how you elevate.
Y'all say this every time because y'all saying it's a point of elevation. Bro, in a couple of months, y'all finna be wearing jeans and jackets.
What are we talking about?
Also,
Nobody's
it's a trend.
It
Zero
happens
fucking
all the
degrees
time.
Nobody's
outside.
busting out a fucking quarter zip.
Y'all were just
0 degree
wearing
weather.
baggy fucking jeans a year ago.
You know why niggas wasn't wearing quarter zips a year ago? Them shit's his ass.
Because it's ass.
It's ass.
Y'all were wearing Y2K shit just 2 years ago.
And it's about to fall out of favor again because, again, it's a trend. Talking about elevating. Elevating what?
Elevating what?
It's about to be
Elevate what?
gone
You're cool.
by
There's no
next summer,
elevation in
and everyone's going to be wearing fucking baggy jean shorts.
I'll give
and
it
fucking high
until
socks.
the beginning of January. You won't hear a quarter zip.
I'll give it to the end of this month because everyone's going to start talking about Christmas and everyone's going to forget about...
Yeah.
Bro, it's the...
Come on. It's
some bullshit.
easy
Stop
fixes
it,
to
bro.
shit that is much harder to do. You got to ask yourself some uncomfortable questions.
Yep.
In the same way that a lot of these celebrities got to start
When
asking
did black
themselves
people stop elevating themselves with clothes, guys?
No, that is an amazing
I'm
point.
trying
When
not
did
to
you
make
know
this a
that?
2-hour fucking quarter zip combo, but
Nigga,
like
we could go on this for
we
fucking
could go on
ever.
this for so long.
I'm about to say,
bro.
what was the crime rates? Can we correlate crime rates to fashion change?
The quarter
and what
zips and
happened?
shit?
Doing that.
You've never done that.
and
No.
but we gotta elevate.
We gotta elevate.
Is that
though.
gonna change crime?
You stupid. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
No matter how many quarter zips you put on a young nigga, if that young nigga has a criminal conviction on their record, they're not getting that job.
Y'all need to find
Sorry.
y'all need to find yourself.
He elevated himself though, guys.
Sorry.
He bought a bitch nigga course.
Also, we have
A
data
white
that
man-
says that white people
man-
with. I was like, we
Say
also
it
have. Huh?
A white man commits a crime against some children. He go to court in a quarter zip.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, shit. What?
What?
Okay, bro.
What? Do that make him any better of a man?
Nope.
Any better of a? What the fuck is we talking about?
Still getting that max sentence, nigga.
I want to say that's crazy. I mean, I'm seeing these. It's so frustrating because it's just a distraction.
We pick and choose, bro, because
pick
we're
and choose.
niggas.
We're picking and choosing.
That's why we can't have fun. I'm
We can't have
sorry.
fun. Yeah.
We can't have
We can't.
fun.
I was
gang.
just gonna say Luigi.
Luigi killed a nigga.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And was on court with Saint Laurent, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is the craziest thing! Like, I can't believe he's wearing."
They're
this."
covering a murderer's
When
fix.
white people kill people,
Allegedly.
it turns into true crime. When black people kill people, it turns into mass incarceration.
Come on.
Keep asking yourself that
What are we
question.
talking about, bro?
Because what the
Allegedly, they-
fuck? are we
Only
talking-
nigga we had like that was OJ, and y'all niggas did that nigga crazy too. So yeah, let's.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that nigga. Yeah. So, it's just,
Only that's the only nigga we had that murked somebody, like murked a white woman at that.
yeah, and we all know.
We know OJ.
Yeah, but
Murked a white woman and fucking got away with it. Other than that, we got a Luigi's over here. This nigga is getting pressed every day.
Getting pressed for
Every
what he wears,
day.
bro.
again.
And I can't wear a hood.
on today?
Okay,
Shorty, all right.
he got a Nike
Any person who genuinely believes that this trend is doing anything for black people, is elevating black people, is still
You're
wedded to
switched
this
off.
idea. You're
Switched.
wedded to the idea that fundamentally looking more professional will elevate black people.
You switched off.
And that has never been the case because our ancestors got hosed down and whipped and lynched and killed
Just,
while their
yeah.
Sunday's best was being
Just
worn.
put that quarter
So
zip on.
Please put whatever the fuck
Straighten
you
your
want on.
hair, going to work the next day. If
Yep,
your boss-
get all the
if your
coils
boss
out
tell
while you at it too.
Yep. If your boss tell you cut that motherfucker. Don't do your edges. You might as well just cut them bitches off.
We also-
too.
Actually,
Yeah.
bleach your skin.
Yeah,
Bleach your
at
skin.
that
We
point.
have data that says that white people with a criminal conviction are still more likely to get a job than a black person with no criminal record.
Yeah,
So
we have
you might
that
as well
data,
just
but nah,
be
fuck
white.
that.
You really want to elevate? Just be white.
Yeah, you really want to elevate, just bleach your shit. Fuck it.
Michael didn't fuck like Jesus. Might as well, nigga, since we just avoided
What's
shit
so
of
crazy is
contact.
most of them niggas at the beginning that's finna go there is unemployed. That's gonna be the funny shit.
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Mike, bro.
Man,
He
we
has
gotta.
skin cancer.
We actually have to. We actually have to break down this shit, and that means that there needs to be a messaging shift on every single level. Niggas have to have the
We gotta
ability.
talk about Shorty.
You don't want to?
Nah, we
Niggas
just-
have to have the ability to do what they want, to wear the clothes they want, and to be treated as though there are people deserving of an opportunity to do something different.
Yeah.
We keep having the same conversation about bullshit ass aesthetic choices. There's still no systemic fucking approach to do anything about this shit. So we just gonna keep pointing fingers, internal division. Hey guys, join this fucking trend so niggas can fill the void. This shit is not doing shit. And I think that there is like the age of information is kind of like our tool to get people to understand that. And we can move into the doom talking about the age of information, because I feel like there's another thing that has kind of like aged poorly. In this new age of information, it is making like all these things that we've taken for granted for so long, like come out to the forefront. When you see trends like Nike Tech and quarter zip, it kind of reminds you that like we live in a country that, like I said, is still not doing shit that really drive down crime rates and gun violence in black communities. We just want to talk about a quarter zip. And the same shit with our president's foreign policy. This age of information is kind of making it so that they can't get away with the American imperialism of the past that wouldn't have gotten as much coverage as it is now. And the fact that we have so much information at our fingertips is making this shit gruesome as fuck when you actually pay attention to what's going on. Of course, I'm talking about Venezuela.
Yeah.
Because what has been going on has been like a case study. And I'm gonna look at what I wrote in the conclusion for this. I said the information age provides us with the immediate results of our policy choices. You have to either change the choices or reject freedom. Because what's been happening in Venezuela has been fucking there's been warships in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's something that we haven't experienced in our life. And I don't know if that's something that has happened realistically since like the 1910s when niggas was trying to go to war with Cuba.
Yeah.
This is right now we have updates of over 80 people being killed. In this,
over 86.
In this, I'm reading this fact check article.
26.
I'm reading this fact check article from Alan Jaffe. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. And this was as of October 30th. They say 61 people had been killed in 14 U.S. military strikes on boats in the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean since early September. President Donald Trump has said that he's targeting narco-terrorists who threaten American lives with lethal substances, and the administration has told Congress that the U.S. is in a quote-unquote armed conflict with drug cartels operating in South America.
This is like...
Jesus
Christ.
So...
if you know anything about fucking how America does things, this is like... when they talk about why this election was so...
it's almost like the Red Scare type shit.
Nigga, when they talk about why this election was so incredibly fucking important, it's shit like this.
Yep.
Gulf of America gonna affect niggas.
Mm-hmm.
But murdering niggas' families, running into niggas, doing exactly what we did in the Middle East, doing what we doing in Africa right now, doing what we doing in now the Caribbean.
Niggas think there's no consequence for
This is going to have negative effects on not only all of us as Americans, but nigga, everybody in those countries and the children that are being raised in those countries going through this is gonna have effects for generations, gang.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking about it. I'm like, first of all, it's you get the normalizing of killing.
Yeah. Just people. Normal as fuck, just bombing niggas.
And we've been
no fucking Congress involved.
Nope.
No motherfucking talks. No, these niggas are literally in signal group chat saying, yo, bomb this nigga, bomb this nigga, bomb this nigga, bomb.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Pete Hegseth and what has ended up happening. So let's zoom out first. So the Trump administration has been bombing these boats in the Caribbean Sea. They've been claiming that it's people trafficking drugs and everything, right? But they haven't provided any evidence for these claims. Then I find out, we can watch the Megyn Kelly clip real quick. Because basically what ended up happening was the reports came out that in the first strike that we did that killed those 11 people on that boat, I believe Trump posted like the thing of it when it was back in September. That first strike, reports came out that said that Pete Hegseth ordered a double tap, pretty much that they struck the boat, then there were survivors, and it was precedent before. It always is precedent that if you do a military strike and there are survivors, you apprehend the survivors and then you trial them or you jail them in their country or in America for their alleged crimes against the American people, XYZ. And then reports came out that said that Pete Hegseth ordered the strike. They blew up the boat. There were 2 survivors that were clinging on there. And then he ordered another strike and said, kill them all, which would be
These
definition of a war
They don't
crime.
care.
These niggas are demons.
For what?
Mind you, for
I've only
what?
ever,
doubled.
I'm not
We
like
haven't even checked. We ain't even got the confirm.
we don't have evidence.
No.
The American
No
public,
evidence.
The American,
No.
the American public hasn't been provided with evidence.
No.
No. This is
80
where
people dead and the
we're just
American
supposed to
public has
believe
no
that
evidence.
there's-
where y'all tax dollars are going
Yeah.
to. For a second to kill 2 people, this is where y'all tax dollars going.
That's how many is we checked the
How
cruise
much was the
missile.
bread for?
The
It was
cruise
Like
missile
a
was
mil-
2 million.
Yeah, 2 million.
2 million.
So let's
for
just
2
say they
people.
used a cruise missile, burned 2 million. And then Cash Patel and them, Hegseth, none they got on their private jets. They
Yep.
did what they do for
then-
me.
And
Now they-
then,
now they trying
and
to
then
bring some
Hegseth,
random
and then
baby.
Pete Hegseth posted a fucking meme of Franklin the turtle. Did y'all see it?
No.
The secretary, I didn't put the picture in here, but the Secretary of War, the Secretary of Defense for the United States of America, then posted a fucking AI animated image of Franklin the turtle from the fucking children novel flying in helicopters shooting RPGs at
They're
narco
like,
terrorists.
okay, yeah. So they're actively doing shit and just memeing it because they don't
Yes.
care.
So let's listen
Nigga,
to
they're
what
demons.
let's listen to what
They are
Megyn
demons.
Kelly, somebody who's taken a pivot towards defending the fucking vile actions of these niggas. Let's see how they value human life and what she had to say about this.
I really do kind of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys who 10 seconds earlier almost got taken out by the initial bomb, but because they managed to get ejected, a little too soon, had to be taken out in the water. I realize legally it may make a difference, but truly, Mark, this is a tough case to really gin up the sympathies of the American people.
Of the American people.
Can
Trump
I say
will-
this? I scoured the internet because I had to watch that clip back so many times. So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It looked like she was just reading, which they all reading off teleprompters. But I'm like, it looked like she was just reading. Maybe it's a clip out of context. Maybe, nigga, that is the context. For all of y'all at home that might be thinking the same thing, yeah, she kind of sounded. No, that was the context, gang.
There's no.
The context is they talking about the boat strike, the strike that JJ just said, the double strike. She says, I'm trying to find sympathy for these niggas. I really want to see them suffer. They're criminals. That's her claim. They're criminals. I want to see them suffer. I want to see their limbs get ripped.
Trump's October. I'm gonna
This
read.
the same woman, remember, a week ago, that was like, I ain't gonna lie,
That she-
14-year-olds,
yeah.
that's a young woman. That ain't no pedophilia.
What concrete evidence has given you a point to be like they need to suffer and we need to
Trump's
watch their
October
limbs
18th True Social post about a vessel in the Caribbean loaded up with mostly fentanyl is a rare instance in which the administration identified specific drugs they said were targeted aboard a targeted boat. It would also be a rare example of fentanyl, a synthetic opioid, being trafficked by sea, and it's unlikely that it came from Venezuela or Colombia. The State Department's 2025 International Narcotics Control Strategy Report said the department, in consultation with the Drug and Enforcement Administration, the DEA, and other relevant agencies, has identified Mexico as the only significant source of illicit fentanyl and fentanyl analogs significantly affecting the United States during the preceding calendar year. A DEA fact sheet says fentanyl is primarily manufactured in foreign clandestine labs and smuggled into the United States through Mexico. According to reporting by The Times, Venezuela plays essentially no role in the production of or smuggling of fentanyl. This is according to The Times, and this is according to Trump's own government. Boats in Venezuela and Colombia do smuggle cocaine through the Caribbean and through the Pacific en route to other countries, including the U.S., The Times reported. A 2023 report by the Government Accountability Office said that the State Department described Venezuela as a preferred drug trafficking route, predominantly for moving cocaine to global markets, mainly Europe. So on top of the fact that the Sacklers, who are one of the biggest white families in the country, who's responsible for the opioid epidemic that has killed thousands of white people each year, are still walking free. And Trump just pardoned a nigga. Who was he? The president? He was like He just pardoned a nigga who trafficked like tons of fucking cocaine into the United States and was serving jail time for that.
Yep. Pardoned him.
So we're blowing
You can't make this shit up.
We're blowing up boats in the Caribbean.
So why?
For trafficking drugs into the country through Venezuela.
But
when his own government shows that the vast majority of all these drugs are coming from either Mexico or like China. So now we've killed 80 people. And even on a statistical likelihood, they were not the ones who are threatening the American people or even doing that. And even if they were, how does bombing a boat fix the drug trade?
So the Jaam, if it's not about drugs, what is it about?
Niggas racist.
Y'all.
Gang, niggas is socialists. Niggas is socialists in Venezuela, gang.
Gang.
And we talk about this a lot of times. Me and JJ talk about this shit all the time. America is the standard. America is the world power. What that means, though, that's not just a money thing. That's not just a fucking quarter zip. No. What that means, though, is all of these things, and this is how we get into the talk about imperialism. All of these things have an effect. Why are they going into Nigeria trying to fuck shit up? Why are they talking about Burkina Faso and all the shit that Ibrahim Traore is doing? Why are they talking about? Because the system is built on a few little key things. One of the key things that America is built on is capitalism.
Yep.
You do not get America the way America is without capitalism.
Yeah.
So if you see a winning strategy of socialism in any other fucking country, you see a winning strategy. If you see a winning strategy of communism in any other fucking country, if you see a winning other fucking what is it called?
Economic model.
Economic model. We don't like that shit. Why? Because that's how we make our bread as America. That's how we stay the world power.
So we see Venezuela. We see according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, 94% of the drugs seized in the U.S. is intercepted at the southern border. And it says, we're talking about like our relationship to the Venezuelan government. I really wanna play this first clip. It's from a YouTuber named Hoser. Shout out him. He did have a really good clip, pretty much briefly explaining like what fucked over Venezuela, because the American position is the socialism. Socialism don't work because it was tried in Venezuela and it didn't work. So let's get a little bit of a brief overview of what the history was, why it's more complicated than that, and then let's continue as to why what we're about to do and what we're setting up for regime change is about to be a fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
But let's play this really quickly.
Beauty. So at what point was the nation doomed? From the start of colonization? No, since all these other Spanish colonies are poor by world standards but not nearly as bad as Venezuela. Was it by finding oil and nationalizing it? Not necessarily. There are many nations who have made it work and have ended up quite wealthy because of their oil revenue. Was it because of Hugo and his Chavismo ways? Well, let's be honest. Chavez was elected because the Venezuelans were poor. His policies certainly didn't help the nation become richer, but he definitely didn't cause the root issues of Venezuela. No, it's more of a mix of the first two reasons. Venezuela was cursed by finding oil before they developed democratic, pluralistic institutions. They'd used the power structures of the plantation-based conquistadors, evolving it into the caudillo system with a small elite controlling most of the land. During their flirting with democracy and socialism, the structure didn't go anywhere. It just shifted which name Venezuela had and which people benefited from the oil revenue. Because they focused so heavily on oil production, they couldn't diversify. Their attempts at sowing agriculture and industry in the nation failed, and the government promised oil revenue that sometimes just did not come. They could not have made a sovereign wealth fund like other richer countries have because Venezuela was too corrupt. There is too much of an incentive to use this wealth fund for the rulers' personal gains, so it was never made. The politicians just did not trust each other enough in the nation. There's no way they would have made a multi-billion-dollar fund just sitting around in the government. So the oil revenue went directly into government spending, making it fluctuate much more than any other government's. causing the instability we see today in Venezuela. If there's any nation which gives evidence to the resource curse, it's Venezuela. Venezuela is a country that struck black gold and it cursed them to live a life of poverty and misery.
So what he's getting at there is the fact that socialism didn't kill Venezuela. The fact that their entire country's economy was based on oil killed Venezuela.
Yes.
Because if anything happens to that oil,
I was just going to say,
if anything happens to that oil, if there are other foreign actors that want involvement with that oil, which we are one of them, if there
who's one of the biggest foreign actors that be involved in every fucking place that has oil?
If there's price shocks that happen because of other oil producing countries or whatever, it can affect how much you're selling oil from. And they selling it to. And there was so much oil, and there's so much oil in Venezuela that they pretty much went all in on using that to generate all their wealth. So in the 30s, they had hella money. They had the nice social programs. They had all types of shit. But over time, it didn't fucking stay like that because the price of oil fluctuates so much. So there was times where it was rampant inflation, their economy crashed, and all types of shit. So why
crooked politicians,
which is funny because that's what Trump is.
I said it earlier. America sets the standard. Maybe Venezuela doesn't fucking bullshit all their goddamn oil. If Americans and the way we live fucking in America is more so focused on the working class, is more so focused on putting money in the hands of the people. No. In the 30s and the 40s, well, 50s with FDR and shit like that. But every other time in America, what has it been? It's been about a fucking dollar. So every other country around us doesn't want to fucking make niggas in their communities rich. They want a fucking dollar.
So you have.
Why would I make $1 billion in America? Why my homie making $1 billion in America, and I'm a politician in Venezuela? I want to make a fucking $1 billion then.
So we have. My thing is right. We're talking about the things that actually led to the issues in Venezuela, whether that's political corruption, all types of shit, right? And we kind of get it summarized to us as it's socialism.
Socialism bad.
Let's try it, XYZ, da-da-da. Trump and them have not liked the president of Venezuela and the government like that for a long time. Bush and them didn't like them because, again, they are socialists and usually they just...
So it's a direct...
It's not like
directly against America's model.
It's directly against American interests.
And it doesn't matter, bro. This is the thing I need y'all to understand, people at home as well. It don't matter if them niggas was fucking, they could be anything and can do nothing with the money, with the it doesn't matter. As long as they have that socialism title in front of their fucking name or communist or whatever, we as Americans will always demonize it because it goes against capitalism.
On 21,
it goes against the system of how these niggas run into countries, blow shit up, and make bread.
Not the fact that they're war criminals. They just publicly condemn socialism.
Oh yeah, that's Democrat. That's Democrat. That literally shows you it's not about that. It is about understanding. It is about understanding that as America, we are the power. We set the tone in the world. If you had a bunch of fucking people in the administration saying, no, the money that we get from oil and the money that we get from all of these things, we can make that money, but at the same time, they need to be funded back into people. And that is the precedent that we built up America on over the next maybe 50 to 75 years. It would completely change how the entire world does policy, the entire world does politics, the entire world does economics. Why? Because we are the fucking blueprint. We are the biggest fucking world power. That's what it is. That's where we are. As long as you got these niggas saying capitalism, socialism bad, communism bad, they will do whatever it fucking takes to bomb anybody's campaign that says otherwise. Same shit they just did with Zoran.
And the funny thing, sorry to cut you off, the funny thing is like, he was saying like, this is the standard, right? And they don't want to lose that standard because of the dollar. But even if we lose that standard, we have gotten to the point of wealth of what the fuck are you really losing?
What are you losing?
Yes, I'm
You're
not
losing your ego.
killing innocents for no reason.
Your ego. That's what it is.
The direction the country is going is towards that democratic socialist type era. If these niggas don't lock in and get to that point, bro, I think it's done for, bro.
All you're losing, nigga, literally all you're losing, bro, is you're not losing
So,
shit.
I was gonna say,
you're not losing shit.
what
You're
it
really
is-
just helping people in the fucking country that the people are living.
What it
you're
is,
putting the money
right?
back into the community.
there's things that the United States government could do. If the United States government wasn't so hell bent on operating on the basis of our company's financial interests and posturing, trying to defeat socialism, communism, and shit around the globe and everything, then we would have a system where, okay, maybe if we worked with Venezuela and got access to their oil while also making sure it benefited the people of Venezuela, that probably ends up in a better deal. But we can't even make that deal because socialism bad. If we show that socialism could work and people could have a higher standard of living, then they're going to want that everywhere. They're going to want that in America, which means that business interests are not put first. We're seeing Marco Rubio, who's our Secretary of State, who has been a long proponent of getting regime change in Venezuela. They, again, still don't have justification for the military strikes that they've been doing. There's still no evidence. Usually these niggas would be arrested and tried. Yep. And what it shows is that the United States is gearing up towards trying to shift the regime in Venezuela. They want to depose Nicolas Maduro. They probably want to install, right now there's an opposition leader in Venezuela who has heavy ties to American business interests. They're funneling her a lot of fucking money. I believe the CIA just got approval to do operations there, and they're saying they're threatening ground invasion of Venezuela. Mind you, what happened?
What happened?
Like when 9/11 happened, at least you can say that 3,000 people got blown up in the building. Yeah. Now we got to rah-rah go to war, even though we still shouldn't have, because niggas invaded the wrong country and fucked that one up for 30 years.
Killed a million fucking people.
Drugs don't even come from there.
The drugs aren't even coming from there.
Nothing you have at all.
Also, let's say the cocaine was coming from there. Trump and them snorting it.
I'm about to say, you think that America has only ever showed that it had a problem with crack cocaine.
Not cocaine.
Not powder cocaine. Powder
cocaine.
cocaine come from Venezuela. Y'all be enjoying that shit.
Yep.
Loving that shit.
Where are we
right now.
invading a sovereign country for? What is the justification to the American people why we need to blow up 80 people and we need to invade an entire country? Other than the fact that Venezuela is a resource hub of oil. It has a regime there that is not friendly to the American regime because we have not been friendly with socialists and they have not been friendly with us because, the domineering power in their fucking hemisphere does not want them to succeed unless it's at the behest of American interests. So what exactly is the justification? What does the American people get from another endless war that the non-war president who ended all the wars and never started a new one is currently doing? What do? We're going to get, and I'm gonna and there's a video, not a video, article I'm reading in from International Crisis Group entitled "Beware of Regime of the Swing Towards Regime Change in Venezuela," because what happens is we're going to go in. Let's say that they're serious about this and they start doing these invasions. Let me tell you exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna go in, they're gonna try to depose, and maybe they succeed, maybe they fail. Do you think that Venezuelan people will be better after that?
Nope.
What? You think the kids gonna grow up and be like, oh?
They say that socialism killed Venezuela, even though we go over that it was more like corruption, the oil economy and everything. Do you think that America
They're going to solve the corruption with more corruption?
Do you think that America invading, fresh off of all the corruption that has been in the White House for this past year?
Like exactly.
Like overt. There's always been corruption,
more corruption,
but like the overt corruption that's happened in America right now. Do you think that any invasion of Venezuela is going to be to finally get those oil refineries utilized so that people can get standard of living increase? Or is it going to be so ExxonMobil can extract more oil while being protected by the government?
Exactly.
That they just installed illegal.
They going to go to those oil locations and surround it with fucking guards.
They're going to surround with guards, and they're going to surround the Venezuelan government will be helping them after they depose the leader that does not like them.
And they're going to be paying the fuck out of niggas to shut the fuck up about it.
We have not seen a military strike by Venezuela. Nope. We haven't seen a torpedo fired by Venezuela. Nope. We haven't seen a terrorist attack committed by Venezuela. And the majority of these drugs are not coming from Venezuela. But we're about to invade Venezuela for...
Bomb 26.
Democracy? What democracy? The one that they tried to overthrow in America too?
We're dooming this country off of ideology. The fact that we watched that clip, the fact that we watched that clip and he had to bring up multiple reasons of like, damn, I wonder why we doing this shit. Y'all don't even have a real reason why it is.
Let me tell you why. These rich white niggas in a suit and these rich white niggas that be watching these videos, y'all niggas are stupid. You know why y'all stupid? Y'all niggas don't understand. They can't wrap their head around that. Are we saying America should be an entirely socialist country? No. Are we saying that Venezuela should be an entirely fucking socialist or capitalist? No. We're saying y'all niggas are trying to solve whatever fucking
for your pocketbook and not
whatever
for the human
issue.
lives that are involved here. Yeah. That's my problem. I don't give a fuck what the ideology is. If you're going to try to benefit the people, if you're going to claim that you care about democracy and freedom and expression and all types of
shit. It has to track, gang.
It has to track. And what we're
none of the shit you're saying is fucking
what we're
tracking.
talking about right now, we can point out the corruption in their administrations. We can talk about Nicolas Maduro. They didn't acknowledge the elections. They're not pro-democracy. But what leg do we have to stand on now after Trump just did what he's been doing?
What?
Yeah. So even if we lived in a time where you could say, oh, we're spreading democratic values, we don't live in that time anymore.
No. America's
so
so
what is the alternative? What is the alternative fucking goal here? It's going to be the creation of more human suffering to behest and benefit the same class of niggas in America who are calling the shots right now.
And then in fucking 30 years, a fucking building is gonna get bombed. And they're gonna find out it was a Venezuelan child.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
And
say,
now, and they're gonna be like, I wonder how this happened. That's the
Why did he do that?
So fucking pathetic.
Because y'all think they're
there's no way why a Venezuelan baby would do that.
Fucking pathetic.
What's gonna happen to the kid that just seen his parents get murdered?
You put us all at danger in the same way, and I'll wrap up with this because American imperialism is not just the mask that is starting to like slip when it like and being exposed for what it is in Venezuela. It's the same shit that we're seeing in Gaza and
fucking Gaza.
We talked about it briefly with Nicki Minaj. You have Nicki Minaj and everything going to the UN talking about U.S. possibly intervening to protect Christians in Nigeria. That would give the American government.
Hillary Clinton doing that.
That would we're going to talk about her right now. That would give America a base and a setup and a mobile, like an ability to have operations right next to the Sahel states, which are Burkina Faso and I think Chad and Niger. I could be wrong about those last two, but there's a block happening in Africa to have their resources.
Pushing out the French.
To push out the French, decolonialize and all types of shit. So that us going to Nigeria would put us right next to where all that's going.
If you think that
us going to Venezuela,
they not finna invade after that. Come on,
if you want to talk about conspiracies, if you think these niggas, the French and all of the, if you think they're not
know what
talking
we're gearing
to
up
America
for in the
about
region.
Burkina Faso, about fucking Nigeria, about South Sudan.
So be careful what they're trying to weaponize, especially when you start from the fucking perspective of them not even having evidence. And then finally, this shit is so. It's so interesting to see where the information age has placed us. Because, and I seen this clip with Hillary Clinton that we don't have to watch the whole thing. But it's the same thing that's happening in Gaza. If our operations, if our thing that we want to do as a government is defend Israel and protect our fucking number one ally, regardless of what the fuck that they do, that means that in this age of information, we are going to see what that decision means. We're seeing what the decision to not do shit about what Israel is doing because we're seeing all the kids dying in Gaza. But now Democrats, neoliberals, Republicans don't give a fuck because they've always been invaded, blow it up, kill the brown people. But now we're faced with this choice as a nation where this isn't just we make some decision and then some people die in a far off country. We make a decision, some people die in a far off country, and then we see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can either, like I said, change the policy and say, all right, we're not going to support these people that are committing human rights abuses. Or you can just control what people see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that would be a fundamental rejection of the principles that America claims to stand on. Freedom,
free speech.
Let's listen to Hillary Clinton.
That our students, smart, well-educated young people from our own country, from around the world, where were they getting their information? They were getting their information from social media, particularly TikTok. That is where they were learning about what happened on October 7th, what happened in the days, weeks, and months to follow. That's a serious problem. It's a serious problem for democracy, whether it's Israel or the United States, and it's a serious problem for our young people. And it was frankly shocking to me how little the students we were encountering, not only in this class we teach, which is a very large class, international relations about crisis decision making, but students more generally. And that's why I mentioned the social media piece of it, because when you would try to talk to them to engage in some kind of reasonable discussion, it was very difficult because they did not know history, they had very little context, and what they were being told on social media was not just one-sided, it was pure propaganda. And so when you think about how to tell Israel's story, and it's important, it's not just looking internally, it's looking externally, and particularly looking at young people, because, you know, it's not just the usual suspects, it is a lot of young Jewish Americans who don't know the history and don't understand.
I want to pause here.
We're blaming young people.
First
for
of
this
all,
place
she needed
leveled.
This old ass.
I was about to say some wild shit.
This is
nigga.
a former. I was gonna say we didn't talk about this yet, but this is not the only time this has happened. This was at a conference for Jewish Americans that she was speaking at. But another former Obama White House speechwriter, Sarah Hurwitz, she blew up the other day because she made similar remarks at a convention where she was saying, you have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with videos of carnage in Gaza, she explained. This is why so many of us can't have a sane conversation with younger Jews, because anything that we try to say to them, they're hearing it through a wall of carnage. She also said a wall of like dead children.
Hey, isn't it funny that like these what
like level one, she said democratic or whatever the fuck
democracy?
she said. Then democracy. Then it said Israel in.
Yeah, he said to tell a story about democracy in Israel, even though there's a caste system, two-tier.
We talking about right there. That's ridiculous.
But the broader point that I'm trying to make here is we are beginning to see the logical extent of what happens when you have to continuously defend the indefensible.
Yeah. Literally.
Back in the day, you could get back in the day,
mind you, they own TikTok, guys.
And you and
fuck was the point of owning TikTok?
And you use the youth as a scapegoat, bro. I go on Twitter and you can see all types of
who owns Twitter?
Who owns misinformation? Who owns Twitter?
What you talking about? You just
we're seeing the babies, the children, the fathers getting their heads blown the fuck off.
Totally made up by the niggas that own it.
Propaganda.
That don't even make no fucking sense.
So what's happening is that there needs to be a choice made.
You got to pick a side.
There's either the choice of understanding that American foreign policy is not always correct, and that America actually does in fact have the power to tell anybody on the planet, regardless how strong allies we are, that you should believe in universal human rights and you can't be violating human rights. And until you stop doing that, we're not going to work with you. We could do that.
We literally could.
But that would take a toll on America's financial interests, on the ruling class of people, on people who are making money off of it, and people who are okay with us constantly watching kids die if it means that the clock keeps ticking over.
So then they'll tell you. Human life.
So now they'll make the choice. It's either you make that choice and do the right thing, or you sit here and talk about how maybe we gotta stop doing Holocaust education because they're taking the wrong message. Maybe we gotta stop using social media. Maybe kids gotta stop having phones.
Propaganda.
So we can get back to propagating shit like what's happening in Venezuela, where we're trying to threaten niggas and bomb niggas with no fucking evidence.
Exactly.
You niggas will
they're literally doing it now. They're dropping bombs and telling you it's something completely different.
They just called Miss Rachel a fucking anti-Semite
of the year. They gave her one of the anti-Semites of the year because
ask me why.
Why?
She was posed up, hugging and kissing on a Palestinian child.
And she's been vocally saying that no kid should be getting killed because, oh yeah, she's like a child. She's like, her whole thing is loving children.
Also, the Palestinian child had lost her leg from the bombings.
And
so again,
they called her anti-Semite of the year.
So again, who's
really on that other side?
We have to make a choice.
Gotta make a choice.
Gotta pick your side.
Because if
that's why we say fuck Hakeem.
Yes.
Hakeem Jeffries. That's why we say fuck all establishment.
Didn't that nigga say that he wasn't gonna look into like Pete Hegseth and like the war crime shit?
Bro.
Probably not, because again, You have to genuinely make the choice.
You gotta make
use the political will that you have amongst the American people to make sure that we're not gonna continuously supporting this nonstop slew of violence, of invasion, of fucking regime change and XYZ. Or you say, all right, Americans, just shut up, you can't see it, and we're gonna keep doing this. And if your answer as anyone resembling a left-wing political figure in America has anything to do with the second one of let's just keep perpetuating this shit and let's not pay attention to it, you're on the wrong side of history.
Yeah.
All them principles that you taught us in school.
Anybody in America.
All them principles that y'all taught us in school.
The golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
All them principles.
This is freedom.
All that freedom.
And that's what they started off the year endorsing this free speech. Now you sitting up here talking about, no, it's all misinformation.
It's propaganda, dog. Our own actions.
First they told you free speech, bitch ass niggas, that it's because bite dance and or not bite dance. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Bite dance in China, and they the ones who own it. See, that's not real freedom. Americans need to own it. Then Oracle took that bitch over, and now they still got them niggas telling you, oh, y'all not learning the right things. It's really propaganda. What we supposed to learn? Or are they just trying to suppress y'all niggas?
It's propaganda.
Yes, bro. Are they just trying to?
You want to know what's not propaganda?
Y'all niggas.
More journalists have been killed in this than World War II.
Yep.
Is that propaganda too?
That's not propaganda though.
There's photos of cameras laying next to the
there's photos of there's videos of journalists at designated journalist points and getting bombed.
Yeah.
And getting is that propaganda too?
Nah,
there's a video of a lady. She lives in Gaza. She's literally making a video as a bomb hits her house. Is that propaganda?
No, what it is it's the logical conclusion of what happens when you okay that shit across the world in an economy that's globally connected.
Yeah. Here we are.
You can't keep running from this shit no more, Hillary. You can't keep running from this shit no more. We're doing nut shit. And the reason why you can't keep running from it no more is because the more you keep running from it, the more you keep trying to downplay it, the more you keep trying to, it's just propaganda, is the more you give license to fascist niggas to bomb countries with no evidence.
Hillary.
You have no leg to stand on as a Democrat or anyone to be like, what are we doing here? This is unconstitutional. They didn't even get a congressional approval. We need to make sure that when y'all have proven that you don't give a fuck about the rule of law when it comes to Israel.
And then when we
y'all sitting here talking about it's propaganda.
Yeah, when we sit up here and say the nigga just bombed places.
Now look at you. Now you caught in the middle. Why are you caught in the middle when these niggas are trying to start another forever war? Why are you caught in the middle finna make the same mistake they did with Iraq?
And then the funny
Why are we caught in the middle again? This shit just happened. Yep. Recent history. Never forget 9/11. Just happened. We know what happened. All this shit happened. It's not just one thing happens and then we just fight into nothingness. We know that everything we do has consequences. We send troops places.
The CIA,
that does something.
The CIA has dropped reports in saying what happened in fucking Iraq and all of the shit and how
this thing that I'm talking about. This thing I'm talking about beware of
niggas that was there that went there on duty looking for these weapons of mass destruction and did not fucking find it.
We've been looking for weapons of mass destruction.
The same shit in Venezuela.
I'm about to say the drugs are now the weapons of mass destruction.
How it is,
and
bro.
the drugs are the weapons of mass destruction. Except for when that one nigga trafficked a bunch of drugs in the country because then we can free him. Except for when the Sacklers do it because then we don't get arrested.
Except for when the fucking 3-letter organization
drop it off in the community because that didn't happen.
I want to talk about what you just said of being stuck in the middle. We got a nigga like Hakeem Jeffries who's stuck in the middle. Why the fuck are you in the middle, bro?
Nobody should.
They don't give a shit about you.
Because if the principles matter, then the principles matter. And those who are not at the beck and call of donors who don't give a fuck about the plight of actual people can actually stand on principles. Those who are on that beck and call will contradict themselves 25 ways to Sunday. We're the Democratic Party for liberation, freedom, and respecting human rights. But we okay genocides and all types of shit. And now I'm supposed to get outraged about what the president's doing. And you niggas are not providing a cohesive message to why we need to be standing for human rights. That means that I don't fuck with a Maduro who's gonna violate his people's rights, even if he is a socialist. That means I don't fuck with an Israel who's gonna genocide people, even if they were our ally for 100 years, because of the principle of it. And if any country in the entire world can stand on principle no matter what, it's the United States of America because of how much influence we have. And you niggas punt the football, and every time you punt the football, more people die.
Yep.
With our tax dollars. This shit is outrageous, nigga. And now we're about to see an actual possible full-scale invasion or attempted military coup or deposement of a nigga in a foreign country for no
new wars, guys.
No
Kamala would have sent
wars.
us in new wars, guys. Remember that?
That was the main arc.
She would have sent us to war because of her hormones.
She's too emotional.
Want to send us into a war that we can't handle.
McKill.
We're gonna fucking invade Venezuela for fun. For shits and giggles.
For shits
I want to
and
see you bleed out and your limbs torn apart. For shits and giggles.
Megyn Kelly.
Go fuck yourself.
These niggas pigeonhole
So now,
they can't get out of it.
now
They go
they can act like they not human beings. But we're all gonna see what's gonna happen in Venezuela now.
Cry for Charlie Kirk, y'all. Nigga, cry for him. Come on,
nigga, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you were able to pull something of value from this episode of the Jam. The times that we're in call on everybody to kind of stand on some shit and to also just be informed. I genuinely think it's an interesting thing to learn about all the things with Venezuela, all of our complex relationships, what we obviously want to do to them and why. So please go read up on that, because if your tax dollars are paying for troops to go shoot people in a different country, you should probably understand what the fuck's happening and why there's no justification for it.
Yeah.
And even though that can be dreary and that can be gloomy, like I always say, one of the main solutions to this shit is not no Nike tech, not no quarter zip. It's opening the books. You gotta open the goddamn books. Open the books, do the knowledge.
See past it.
When I made that video about the Venezuelan shit, it's just one nigga, I think he was making some, he had to be using some AI generated shit. But he was posting in the comments, he like, no, these are the reasons why they're invading. I'm like, so bombs though.
I'm seeing niggas be like,
bombs. You can give me whatever type of statistics or whatever drugs they found. Bombs.
I think it's
bombs. I'm about to say that's not even what that. How are we even finding? How are we shutting down the terrorist network? How are we gonna shut down the terrorist network if we bomb everybody in the boat? Whether or not
what you just said, open the book. Ain't everybody in conspiracy theories? Why the fuck
everybody know everything about everything?
Everybody know it, right? You can't see past it.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Read a book.
I'm seeing people even say, I'm seeing the age-old comment. I'm from Venezuela and I'm happy with what they're doing. What is I ask you this question. What benefit is the United States government about to bring to the people of Venezuela?
Not
Answer me that question, and then we can talk.
Not a god. Do you think the niggas in Venezuela like them bombing?
I bet you won't have a smile in a year, nigga. You won't.
It's about to, and now we're about to lose American lives over this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red.
Yep. We hope that each and every single one of you continue to tune in, but also continue to do that knowledge for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff.
This shit exhausting.
Subscribe to us on Patreon. It is very exhausting.
But we together and shit.
Family.
We getting paid by Brandon Johnson.
Real. On the payroll. On the payroll. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you, gang. Have an awesome day or night wherever you may be. And see you guys.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
Need
shit?
to
Like
eat. I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.